Welcome to our journey across the continents to discover nature's killers, the deadliest predators by continent. From the sun-baked savannas of Africa to the lush rainforests of the Amazon, our planet teems with life. But this abundance is a delicate balance, a constant struggle for survival where predators and prey are locked in an age-old dance. We will explore the power and hunting prowess of some of the world's most formidable predators, from the stealthy stalk of a tiger to the brutal efficiency of a crocodile's attack. We will witness the raw power of nature in its most primal form. Join us as we venture into the wilds to uncover the secrets of these magnificent creatures and understand their crucial role in the delicate web of life. Our journey begins in the heart of Africa, a land of vast savannas and scorching sun, where the horizon stretches endlessly and the golden grasses sway gently in the warm breeze. This is a place of raw beauty and untamed wilderness, a realm where nature's drama unfolds daily in a spectacular display of life and death. Here, amidst the acacia trees and the sprawling plains, we find the true rulers of this land, where one predator reigns supreme, the African lion. With their majestic manes and powerful presence, lions are the embodiment of strength and courage. They are not just hunters, they are symbols of power and nobility, revered and feared by all who share their domain. Known as the king of the jungle, though they are more at home on the open plains, lions are the only cats that live in groups, called prides. These social units are the cornerstone of their survival, providing support, protection, and a sense of community. Within a pride, each member has a role to play, from the fierce protectors to the nurturing mothers. These prides, often consisting of several related females, their cubs, and one or two adult males, are a formidable force. The females, with their sleek and agile bodies, are the primary hunters, working together in perfect harmony to bring down prey. The males, with their imposing size and strength, defend the pride's territory from intruders and rival males. The lion's social structure is key to their hunting success, allowing them to take down prey much larger than themselves. Their coordinated efforts and strategic planning make them one of the most efficient predators on the savanna. A hunt is a carefully orchestrated event, with each lion knowing its role and executing it with precision. The tawny coats of these majestic creatures blend seamlessly with the golden grasses, allowing them to stalk their prey with stealth and precision. Their ability to remain undetected until the final moment is a testament to their evolutionary adaptations. Every muscle, every sinew is honed for the chase, making them unparalleled hunters. Their roars, echoing across the savanna, are a chilling reminder of their dominance. A lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles away, a powerful declaration of territory and strength. It is a sound that sends shivers down the spine of any creature within earshot, a clear message that the king is near. But life on the savanna is harsh, and even these apex predators face challenges in their quest for survival. The dry seasons bring scarcity, and the rains can be relentless. Hunger and thirst are constant companions, and the struggle to find food and water is never-ending. Despite their prowess, lions are not immune to the hardships of their environment. Competition for food and territory is fierce, and the lions must constantly defend their hard-won position at the top of the food chain. Rival prides and solitary males are always a threat, and battles for dominance are brutal and unforgiving. The scars they bear are a signal of the constant fight for survival in this unforgiving land. Despite the challenges, the bond within a pride is strong. The lionesses are devoted mothers, fiercely protective of their cubs. They teach them the skills they need to survive, from stalking and hunting to social interactions within the pride. The playful antics of the cubs are a joy to watch, a reminder of the innocence and wonder of new life. In the heat of the day, lions often seek refuge in the shade, conserving their energy for the cooler hours of dawn and dusk when they are most active. Grooming each other strengthens social bonds and helps maintain the health of the pride. These moments of tranquility are a contrast to the intensity of the hunt and the ferocity of territorial disputes. While the pride is central to a lion's life, there are times when a lioness may hunt alone. This requires a different set of skills and a higher level of stealth and patience. A solitary hunt is a proof to the adaptability and resilience of these magnificent creatures, showcasing their ability to thrive in a variety of circumstances. The male lions, with their impressive manes, are the guardians of the pride's territory. They patrol the boundaries, marking their presence with scent and sound. Their roars serve as both a warning to rivals and a reassurance to the pride. The life of a male lion is one of constant vigilance, always ready to defend against any threat. Water is a precious resource on the savanna, and lions often gather at water holes to drink and cool off. These moments are vital for their survival, providing much-needed hydration and a chance to relax. The presence of other animals at the water hole can lead to tense encounters, but it is also an opportunity for lions to observe potential prey. The cubs, with their boundless energy and curiosity, are the future of the pride. Their playful interactions are not just for fun, they are essential for developing the skills they will need as adults. Under the watchful eyes of their mothers, they learn the ways of the savanna, preparing for the day when they will take their place as hunters and protectors. As the sun sets over the savanna, the lions prepare for another night of activity. The cooling air brings a sense of anticipation, and the pride comes to life. The night is their domain, a time when their senses are heightened, and their hunting instincts are at their peak. The savanna, bathed in the soft glow of twilight, becomes a stage for the timeless dance of predator and prey. With the first light of dawn, the lions begin to stir. The new day brings new challenges and opportunities. The pride's routine is a delicate balance of rest and activity, social interaction and solitary moments. The eyes of a lion, with their piercing gaze, reflect the wisdom and experience of these incredible animals. Every aspect of a lion's life is a story of survival, power, and grace. Under the vast African sky, dotted with countless stars, the lions rest. Their eyes, glowing in the darkness, are a reminder of their ever-watchful nature. The night is both a time of rest and a time of vigilance, as the savanna never truly sleeps. The lions, with their unparalleled strength and resilience, continue to reign as the true kings of this wild and beautiful land. We journey now from the savannas of Africa, a land teeming with life and diversity, where the horizon stretches endlessly and the golden grasses sway in the gentle breeze. Here, the mighty elephants roam in herds. Their majestic presence shows the grandeur of nature. The savanna is a place of contrasts, where the scorching sun beats down during the day and the cool, star-studded sky offers respite at night. It's a land where survival is a daily challenge, and every creature, big or small, plays a crucial role in the delicate balance of the ecosystem. But now we leave behind the vast open plains and venture into the dense jungles of Asia, a world shrouded in mystery and shadows. Here, the air is thick with humidity, and the canopy above forms a green, impenetrable roof, allowing only slivers of sunlight to pierce through. This is the realm of the Bengal tiger, an iconic predator whose presence commands respect and awe. The jungle is a place of vibrant life, where every rustle of leaves and distant call of a bird hints at the secrets hidden within. The Bengal tiger, with its striking orange coat adorned with black stripes, is a marvel of nature's design. Each stripe is unique, much like a human fingerprint, and serves as a perfect camouflage in the dappled light of the forest. This magnificent creature embodies power and grace, moving with a fluidity that belies its size. Its eyes, a piercing yellow, seem to hold the wisdom of the ages, and its presence alone can inspire both awe and fear in equal measure. The Bengal tiger is not just a predator, it is a symbol of the wild and the untamed beauty that still exists in our world. Unlike their African cousins, the lions, who thrive in social groups, Bengal tigers are solitary creatures. They roam vast territories, each tiger marking its domain with a series of scent markings and vocalizations. These territories can span hundreds of square kilometers, and within these boundaries, the tiger reigns supreme. The life of a solitary predator is one of constant vigilance and stealth. Every hunt is a test of skill and patience, as the tiger must rely on its keen senses and unparalleled strength to bring down its prey. The jungle is both a sanctuary and a battleground, where only the fittest survive. Masters of camouflage, Bengal tigers have evolved to blend seamlessly with their surroundings. Their stripes, which may seem like a bold pattern to the human eye, break up their outline and allow them to disappear into the forest shadows. In the tall grasses and dense underbrush, a tiger can become nearly invisible, a silent and deadly presence waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This ability to vanish into the landscape is crucial for both hunting and avoiding detection by potential threats. The tiger's stealth is showcasing the intricate dance of predator and prey that has played out over millennia. The roar of the Bengal tiger is one of the most powerful sounds in the animal kingdom. It is a deep, guttural sound that can carry for miles through the dense undergrowth, announcing the presence of this apex predator. The roar serves multiple purposes. It can be a territorial call, a mating signal, or a warning to rivals. The tiger's roar is not just a sound, it is a declaration of dominance, a reminder that the jungle has its own set of rules and rulers. The sound waves of a tiger's roar are so powerful that they can be felt as much as heard. This deep, resonant call can travel through the thickest vegetation, reaching the ears of other tigers and potential prey alike. It is a sound that commands attention, a signal that the king of the jungle is near. The roar is a crucial part of the tiger's communication, allowing it to maintain its territory and connect with others of its kind. In the stillness of the night, when the jungle is cloaked in darkness, the roar of a tiger can be both a terrifying and awe-inspiring experience. The domain of the Bengal tiger is as diverse as the creature itself. From the lush rainforests of Southeast Asia, where the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the calls of exotic birds, to the dry, deciduous forests of India, where the landscape changes with the seasons, the tiger has adapted to thrive in a variety of habitats. Whether stalking through the dense undergrowth or lounging in the shade of a banyan tree, the Bengal tiger is a master of its domain. Within these varied landscapes, the Bengal tiger reigns supreme. Its adaptability and hunting prowess make it one of the most formidable predators on the planet. The tiger's diet is as varied as its habitat, ranging from deer and wild boar to smaller mammals and even birds. Each hunt is a carefully orchestrated event, where the tiger's patience and precision are put to the test. The jungle is a place of constant change, where the balance of life and death is ever present. The story of the Bengal tiger is not just one of solitary strength, but also of family and continuity. Female tigers, or tigresses, are devoted mothers, raising their cubs with fierce protection and care. The early months of a cub's life are spent learning the ways of the jungle, guided by the watchful eyes of their mother. Playful and curious, the cubs practice their hunting skills through games and mimicry, preparing for the day when they will venture out on their own. As the cubs grow, they begin to explore their surroundings, venturing further from the safety of their mother's side. Each day brings new lessons and challenges as they learn to navigate the complex world of the jungle. The tigress teaches them the art of stalking, the patience required for a successful hunt, and the importance of understanding their environment. These early experiences are crucial for the cub's survival, shaping them into the formidable predators they will become. The journey from playful cub to solitary hunter is a rite of passage, a journey that mirrors the cycle of life in the wild. Water is an essential part of the Bengal tiger's habitat, and these majestic creatures are known to be strong swimmers. From a young age, tiger cubs are introduced to water, learning to navigate rivers and streams with ease. Playful splashes and mock battles in the water are not just games. They are vital lessons in survival. The ability to swim allows tigers to access new territories, escape threats, and even hunt aquatic prey. The relationship between tigers and water is a fascinating aspect of their behavior, showcasing their versatility and adaptability in the wild. The Bengal tiger's prowess in water is a remarkable adaptation that sets it apart from many other big cats. Whether crossing a river in search of new hunting grounds or cooling off in the heat of the day, water plays a crucial role in the tiger's life. The jungle, with its rivers and streams, is a living, breathing entity, and the tiger is an integral part of this intricate ecosystem. In the heat of the day, when the sun is at its zenith, Bengal tigers often seek refuge in the shade. These moments of rest are crucial for conserving energy and maintaining their strength. Grooming is another important activity, as it helps to keep their coat in pristine condition and free from parasites. The tiger's grooming ritual is a solitary and meticulous process, a moment of calm in the otherwise demanding life of a predator. These quiet moments of rest and self-care are a reminder that even the most powerful creatures need time to recharge and rejuvenate. As the day draws to a close and the jungle is bathed in the golden hues of sunset, the Bengal tiger begins its nightly patrol. The transition from day to night is a magical time in the jungle, as the sounds and sights shift with the fading light. The tiger, a master of both day and night, moves with a silent grace, its silhouette a haunting presence against the backdrop of the setting sun. This is the time when the jungle truly comes alive, and the tiger, ever vigilant, continues its reign as the lord of the jungle. Night in the jungle is a world unto itself, a realm of shadows and whispers. The Bengal tiger, with its keen night vision, is perfectly adapted to this environment. Its eyes, glowing like embers in the dark, pierce through the inky blackness, detecting the slightest movement. The jungle at night is a symphony of sounds, from the chirping of insects to the distant calls of nocturnal birds. The moment of the kill is swift and decisive, showing the tiger's prowess as a hunter. In the stillness of the night, the jungle bears witness to the cycle of life and death. After a successful hunt, the Bengal tiger takes time to rest and feed. The energy expended in the chase and the kill is immense, and the tiger must replenish its strength. Feeding is a solitary affair, with the tiger consuming its prey in a secluded spot, away from potential scavengers. This moment of triumph is also a moment of vulnerability, as the tiger is focused on its meal. The balance of power in the jungle is ever shifting, and even the apex predator must remain vigilant. The act of feeding is a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life, where each creature plays a role in the grand tapestry of the ecosystem. As dawn breaks and the first light of day filters through the jungle canopy, the Bengal tiger prepares for another day in its domain. The transition from night to day is a time of renewal, as the jungle awakens with the sounds of birds and the rustling of leaves. The tiger, having completed its nightly patrol, takes a moment to drink from a clear stream, its reflection shimmering in the water. As we continue to explore and understand these magnificent creatures, we are reminded of the importance of preserving their habitats and ensuring their survival for future generations. The Bengal tiger, with its strength, grace, and beauty, remains a symbol of the wild. We journey now to the rugged wilderness of North America, a land of breathtaking beauty and untamed nature. Here, the landscape consists of dense forests, towering mountains, and vast open meadows. This is a place where the natural world remains largely untouched by human hands, a sanctuary for some of the continent's most iconic wildlife. Among these majestic creatures, one stands out for its immense power and commanding presence: the grizzly bear. Known scientifically as Ursus arctos horribilis, the grizzly bear is a subspecies of the brown bear, distinguished by its size, strength, and distinctive appearance. Towering over 9 feet tall when standing on its hind legs and weighing up to 1,500 pounds, the grizzly is a true giant of the animal kingdom. Its sheer size and power are awe-inspiring, making it one of the most formidable predators in North America. The name grizzly itself evokes a sense of awe and respect, a nod to the bear's formidable appearance and fearsome reputation. With a powerful build, sharp claws, and a keen sense of smell, the grizzly bear is perfectly adapted to its environment. Their thick, brown fur is often tipped with silver, giving them a grizzled look that is both beautiful and intimidating. This unique fur not only provides camouflage in their forested and mountainous habitats, but also plays a crucial role in their survival. This fur, along with a thick layer of fat, provides essential insulation for enduring the harsh winters of their mountainous habitat. During the coldest months, grizzly bears enter a state of torpor, a deep sleep that allows them to conserve energy and survive without food for extended periods. Grizzly bears are solitary creatures, fiercely independent and protective of their territory. Each bear maintains a home range that can span hundreds of square miles, a vast expanse that they patrol and defend with unwavering determination. Their home range encompasses diverse landscapes, from dense forests to alpine meadows and even the rugged peaks of the mountains. Within this territory, they find the resources they need to thrive, from berries and roots to fish and small mammals. Within this domain, they reign supreme, their presence shaping the very ecosystem they inhabit. As apex predators, grizzly bears play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their environment, influencing the population of other species and the health of the habitats they call home. Their interactions with the environment are complex and multifaceted, reflecting the intricate web of life that the wildfires offer. Despite their solitary nature, there are moments of tenderness and social interaction, particularly between mothers and cubs. A grizzly bear mother is fiercely protective of her young, teaching them the skills they need to survive in this challenging environment. Watching a mother bear with her cubs is a reminder of the delicate balance between strength and nurturing in the animal kingdom. One of the most iconic grizzly bear is that of a bear fishing in a river, skillfully catching salmon as they swim upstream to spawn. This seasonal feast is crucial for the bear, providing them with the fat reserves they need to survive in the wilderness. The sight of a grizzly bear swimming in a rushing river, poised to catch its next meal, is showing the bear's adaptability and resourcefulness. As the sun sets over the mountains and the forest is bathed in the soft light of twilight, the grizzly bear continues its solitary journey. The monarchs of the mountains, these bears embody the raw power and beauty of the natural world, a reminder of the importance of preserving these wild places for future generations. We venture now into the heart of South America, a land of vibrant life and shadowy depths. This vast expanse of greenery, stretching as far as the eye can see, is a world teeming with life, yet it holds many secrets within its dense foliage. The rainforest is a place where the line between reality and myth often blurs, and where the natural world reveals its most enigmatic and awe-inspiring facets. Among these secrets is the jaguar, the undisputed ruler of this verdant kingdom. This elusive predator, cloaked in a coat of dappled rosettes, embodies the spirit of the rainforest, powerful, stealthy, and shrouded in an aura of mystery. The jaguar's presence is felt more often than it is seen, a phantom moving silently through the undergrowth, its golden eyes ever watchful. Jaguars are the largest cat species in the Americas, their muscular bodies built for both power and agility. They are solitary creatures, each one carving out a territory that can span hundreds of square kilometers. Within this domain, the jaguar is both hunter and guardian. Their short, stocky legs and powerful jaws allow them to overpower prey much larger than themselves. Jaguars are known for their incredible strength, capable of dragging a kill many times their own weight through the dense forest. Their diet is diverse, ranging from deer and peccaries to smaller animals like monkeys and birds. This adaptability is key to their survival in the ever-changing environment of the rainforest. The jaguar's spotted fur provides perfect camouflage amidst the dappled sunlight and shadows of the rainforest floor. This natural disguise allows them to stalk their prey with unparalleled stealth, moving silently through the underbrush until they are close enough to strike. The intricate pattern of their coat is not just beautiful, but a vital tool for survival in the dense jungle. Unlike many other big cats, jaguars are not afraid of water. In fact, they are often found near rivers and streams, where they have developed a unique hunting strategy. The waterways of the rainforest are full of life, providing the jaguar with a rich hunting ground that few other predators can exploit. Jaguars are skilled swimmers, often using rivers and streams as hunting grounds. They are known to catch fish, turtles, and even caimans, showcasing their versatility and adaptability. This ability to thrive in both terrestrial and aquatic environments sets the jaguar apart from other big cats and highlights their unique role in the ecosystem. Their powerful limbs propel them through the water with ease, allowing them to navigate the currents and pursue their prey with precision. The jaguar's swimming prowess shows their strength and adaptability, traits that have allowed them to survive and thrive in the challenging environment of the rainforest. Their webbed paws provide added agility in this aquatic environment, enabling them to move gracefully and efficiently through the water. This unique adaptation not only aids in hunting, but also allows the jaguar to traverse the many rivers and streams that crisscross their territory, further expanding their dominion over the rainforest. As the sun sets over the rainforest, the jaguar retreats to the shadows, a silent guardian of this ancient and mysterious world. From the icy tundras of the Arctic, where the land is a vast expanse of white and the air is crisp and biting, the journey of the gray wolf begins. These majestic creatures are not confined to one type of environment. They are incredibly adaptable, thriving in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Here, the gray wolf's thick fur and keen senses are crucial for enduring the cold and finding prey. As we move from the icy tundras to the dense forests of Europe, A ghostly howl echoes through the trees. These forests, with their towering trees and thick underbrush, provide a contrast to the open, barren tundras. The gray wolf's ability to adapt to such diverse habitats is remarkable. In these forests, the wolf's howl can travel for miles, cutting through the mist and the silence of the woods. It is the call of the gray wolf, a creature of both legend and reality. This call is not just a means of communication, but a symbol of the wild, a sound that has inspired countless stories and myths. The gray wolf's howl is a complex vocalization that can convey a range of messages, from marking territory to rallying the pack. Each howl is unique, allowing wolves to identify each other over long distances. Shrouded in myth and often misunderstood, the gray wolf is a master of its domain. Throughout history, wolves have been both revered and feared, often depicted as cunning and ruthless predators. However, these perceptions do not capture the full essence of the gray wolf. In reality, they are highly intelligent and social animals, capable of forming strong bonds and working together to survive. Their coat, a tapestry of gray, black, and white, provides excellent camouflage in the dappled light of the forest. This natural camouflage is essential for both hunting and protection. The varying shades of their fur allow them to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, making it difficult for prey and potential threats to spot them. The gray wolf's fur is not just for show, it is a vital adaptation that enhances their ability to survive in the wild. This, combined with their acute senses, makes them formidable hunters. The gray wolf's sense of smell is incredibly powerful, allowing them to detect prey from great distances. Their hearing is also highly developed, capable of picking up the faintest sounds. These senses, along with their keen eyesight, make them adept at tracking and hunting. They can follow a scent trail for miles, patiently stalking their prey until the perfect moment to strike. But the gray wolf's true strength lies not in its individual prowess, but in the power of the pack. Wolves are social animals, living and hunting in packs that can range from a few individuals to over a dozen. This social structure is key to their success as predators. By working together, they can take down larger prey and protect each other from threats. The pack operates with a high level of coordination and cooperation, each member playing a specific role in the hunt. Living in highly organized social structures, these wolves have developed a complex communication system. This system includes a variety of vocalizations, body language, and scent marking. Through these methods, wolves can convey a wide range of information, from the location of prey to the presence of danger. Their communication is not just about survival, it also helps to strengthen the bonds within the pack. Social interactions, such as grooming and playing, are important for maintaining the pack's cohesion and hierarchy. Through a combination of barks, growls, and howls, they coordinate their movements, warn each other of danger, and strategize their hunts. Each sound has a specific meaning, and the ability to interpret these sounds is crucial for the pack's survival. For example, a series of short barks might signal the presence of a threat, while a long, mournful howl could be a call to gather the pack. This sophisticated communication system allows wolves to operate as a cohesive unit, enhancing their effectiveness as hunters and protectors. This intricate social intelligence allows them to bring down prey many times their size. Wolves are capable of taking down large animals such as deer, elk, and even bison. This is no small feat, as these prey animals are often much larger and stronger than the wolves. However, by working together and using their intelligence and coordination, wolves can outmaneuver and overpower their prey. Indeed, the gray wolf's success as an apex predator has shaped the ecosystems it inhabits for millennia. As top predators, wolves play a critical role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. By controlling the populations of herbivores, they help to prevent overgrazing and promote the growth of vegetation. This, in turn, supports a diverse range of other species, from insects to birds to other mammals. The presence of wolves can have a cascading effect on the entire ecosystem, demonstrating their importance in the natural world. By keeping prey populations in check, wolves help to maintain the health and stability of their habitats. Their role as apex predators is essential for the functioning of the ecosystems they inhabit, highlighting the importance of their conservation and protection. As we shift our gaze to the lush, humid regions of Southeast Asia, the contrast is striking. These two vastly different landscapes are home to one of the most formidable creatures on Earth. In Southeast Asia, we encounter a creature that has changed little since the age of the dinosaurs. The saltwater crocodile, often referred to as a living fossil, has roamed these regions for millions of years. Its piercing eyes, which seem to hold the secrets of ancient times, peer through the murky waters, ever watchful and alert. This apex predator has witnessed the rise and fall of countless species, yet it remains a symbol of raw, untamed power. The saltwater crocodile, a living fossil, embodies both power and prehistoric grandeur. Basking on the riverbanks, it appears almost statuesque, its rough, scaly skin blending seamlessly with the surrounding environment. As it emerges from the water, every movement is deliberate, a display of both grace and menace. This creature is a master of its domain, perfectly adapted to the dual worlds of land and water. Its immense size, reaching lengths of over 20 feet and weighing over a ton, makes it the largest living reptile on Earth. The sheer scale of the saltwater crocodile is frightening. When it opens its massive jaws, revealing rows of sharp teeth, it becomes clear why this creature commands such respect and fear. Its size is not just for show. It is a crucial aspect of its survival, allowing it to dominate its environment and secure its place at the top of the food chain. Its armored hide, studded with bony plates called scutes, provides formidable protection against potential attackers. These scutes are not just a defensive mechanism, they are a proof of the evolutionary ingenuity that has allowed the saltwater crocodile to thrive for millions of years. Each plate is a piece of natural armor, a shield that has been honed and perfected over countless generations. But it is the saltwater crocodile's incredible bite force, the strongest measured of any living animal, that truly sets it apart. This bite force is a marvel of natural engineering, capable of exerting pressure that can crush bone and shell with ease. When the crocodile snaps its jaws shut, it does so with a power that is both terrifying and fascinating, showcasing the brutal efficiency of nature's design. Capable of crushing bone and shell with ease, these jaws shows the unforgiving nature of natural selection. The saltwater crocodile's diet is as varied as its habitat, ranging from fish and birds to larger mammals. Its ability to take down such a wide array of prey is a key factor in its success as a species. Each hunt is a demonstration of its prowess, a blend of patience, stealth, and explosive power. Found in both saltwater and freshwater habitats, these apex predators are perfectly adapted to their environment. Whether navigating the brackish waters of a mangrove swamp or the clear currents of a river, the saltwater crocodile moves with an ease that belies its size. Their powerful tails propel them through the water with surprising speed, acting as both rudder and engine. This tail, muscular and flexible, is a key component of the crocodile's hunting strategy, allowing it to close in on prey with startling swiftness. Underwater, the crocodile is a silent, efficient predator, its movements almost serpentine as it glides through its aquatic domain, while their webbed feet allow them to navigate shallows and even walk on land. These webbed feet are an adaptation that provides the saltwater crocodile with remarkable ability. On land, it can move with surprising agility, despite its bulk. Underwater, these feet are particularly efficient. This dual capability ensures that the saltwater crocodile remains a dominant force, whether in the depths of a river or the shallows of a coastal swamp. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey across the continents to meet nature's killers, the deadliest predators. From the lions of the African savanna to the saltwater crocodiles lurking in murky waters, we've witnessed the raw power and extraordinary adaptations that allow these creatures to thrive in their respective environments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating wildlife content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our natural world. Today we embark on a journey across the North American continent, a land of diverse beauty, but also a land shaped by powerful and, at times, destructive geological forces. From the towering mountain ranges sculpted by the Earth's tectonic plates to the vast plains carved by ancient ice sheets, we will explore the geological wonders that have shaped this land for millennia. But this beauty often comes with a price. Hidden beneath the surface, immense forces are constantly at work. capable of unleashing devastating earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and powerful storms. Join us as we delve into the heart of America's geological danger zones, exploring the science behind these natural phenomena and the impact they have on the environment and the people who live in the shadow of these powerful forces. Our journey begins on the western edge of the North American continent, where the Pacific and North American tectonic plates meet, a region known as the San Andreas Fault. Stretching over 800 miles, this fault line is a visible scar across the landscape, showing the immense forces that continuously reshape our planet. These plates, vast slabs of the Earth's crust, are locked in a slow-motion collision, their edges grinding against each other, building up unimaginable pressure over centuries. This pressure, like a coiled spring, must eventually be released, and when it does, the Earth trembles, sending shockwaves across the land in the form of earthquakes. Nowhere is the threat of seismic activity more apparent than in the bustling metropolis of San Francisco, a city built precariously close to the San Andreas Fault. The city has long been bracing itself for the inevitable big one, a major earthquake that scientists predict will strike with a magnitude of 7 or higher on the Richter scale. The impact of such an event would be catastrophic, potentially causing widespread destruction to buildings, infrastructure, and human life. Yet, despite the ever-present danger, life in the shadow of the San Andreas Fault continues. Scientists and engineers work tirelessly to understand the San Andreas Fault's complex dynamics, using advanced technology to monitor seismic activity and improve building codes. Early warning systems have been implemented, designed to provide precious seconds of notice before an earthquake strikes, allowing people to seek cover and minimize potential casualties. Despite these precautions, the San Andreas Fault remains a reminder of the raw power of nature and the importance of respecting the forces that shape our planet. As we continue our journey across America's geological danger zones, we will witness how communities living with such threats have learned to adapt, prepare, and coexist with the ever-present possibility of disaster. From the earthquake-prone West Coast, we venture eastward into the heartland of America, where a different kind of geological danger lurks, a region known as Tornado Alley. Stretching from Texas northwards to South Dakota, this vast expanse of flat plains is a breeding ground for some of the most violent and unpredictable storms on Earth: tornadoes. Here, the atmospheric conditions are just right for the formation of these destructive columns of swirling wind, capable of leveling entire towns in their path. The flat terrain, lack of significant geographical barriers, and the confluence of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico and cold, dry air from the Rocky Mountains create a volatile atmospheric cocktail. Tornadoes are born from powerful thunderstorms known as supercells, which develop when warm, humid air rises rapidly into the atmosphere, creating an area of intense low pressure. As the rising air spins and stretches vertically, it forms a rotating column of air, a vortex that extends from the base of the thunderstorm cloud towards the ground. When this vortex, a funnel cloud, touches down, a tornado is born, its winds whipping at speeds that can exceed 300 miles per hour, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. The destructive power of a tornado lies not only in its wind speed, but also in the rapid changes in air pressure that accompany it, causing buildings to implode and debris to become deadly projectiles. Life in Tornado Alley is a constant negotiation with nature's fury. Residents live with the knowledge that at any moment, the skies can darken and the wind can pick up, signaling the approach of a twister. Communities have developed sophisticated early warning systems, utilizing Doppler radar to detect the telltale signs of tornado formation and provide crucial minutes for residents to seek shelter. Storm cellars, reinforced basements, and community shelters offer a semblance of safety during these terrifying events, a testament to human ingenuity in the face of nature's raw power. But the threat of tornadoes is a constant proof of the delicate balance between humanity and the natural world, a balance that can be shattered in an instant. Yellowstone National Park, a land of unparalleled beauty teeming with life. Geysers erupt in spectacular displays of boiling water and steam. Beneath this idyllic landscape slumbers a giant, a supervolcano, capable of eruptions thousands of times more powerful than anything mankind has ever witnessed. The Yellowstone caldera, a massive crater formed by a previous eruption, shows the forces at play. Today, scientists carefully monitor Yellowstone, using an array of instruments to track the movements of the magma chamber. Old Faithful, perhaps the most famous geyser in the world, erupts with remarkable regularity. Every 90 minutes or so, a plume of boiling water shoots skyward, a mesmerizing display that has captivated visitors for centuries. Mud pots, bubbling cauldrons of clay and water, are a testament to the chemical reactions taking place beneath the surface. These geothermal features, while captivating, showcase the immense heat and pressure that lie just beneath the surface. The question that looms large over Yellowstone is not if it will erupt again, but when. The consequences of a supervolcanic eruption at Yellowstone would be devastating. Millions of lives would be at risk, and the world as we know it would be forever changed. Scientists are constantly monitoring the volcano, and there are no signs that an eruption is imminent. The American Midwest, a land of rolling plains, fertile farmlands, and bustling cities. But beneath this tranquil facade lies a hidden danger, the New Madrid seismic zone. This fault system stretches for hundreds of miles beneath America's heartland. Unlike the San Andreas Fault, it lies within the North American Plate. It's an intraplate fault zone, active for millions of years. The potential for catastrophic earthquakes is undeniable. In the early 19th century, powerful earthquakes shook the central United States. The Mississippi River flowed backward due to immense seismic forces. Today, the New Madrid seismic zone remains a significant earthquake hazard. Scientists estimate a major earthquake could occur within the next 50 years. The winter of 1811. The American frontier was still young, and the Mississippi River was vital for trade. On December 16th, a series of earthquakes forever altered the landscape. The first quake, estimated at magnitude 7.5 or greater, struck near New Madrid, Missouri. The ground rippled, forests were flattened, and the Mississippi River's course was altered. Eyewitnesses described the earth opening up, swallowing trees and buildings. Aftershocks continued for weeks, adding to the devastation. Two more major earthquakes followed in January and February of 1812. The seismic assaults reshaped the landscape, creating new lakes and altering rivers. Sand blows created craters and covered the ground in sediment. The New Madrid earthquakes of 1811 to 1812 remind us of the destructive powers. The region has experienced numerous smaller earthquakes since. While the New Madrid seismic zone may not garner the same attention as the San Andreas Fault, the potential consequences of a major earthquake here are significant. Millions live in at-risk areas, and the infrastructure is ill-prepared for a major earthquake. Many buildings and bridges are vulnerable to earthquake damage. The economic impact of a major earthquake could be catastrophic. Awareness of the earthquake hazard has been growing. Building codes have been strengthened and emergency plans developed. Much work remains to prepare for the inevitable. Public education is crucial for earthquake preparedness. Retrofitting infrastructure is necessary. Developing robust emergency response plans is essential. The Cascade Range, a majestic chain of volcanoes stretching from British Columbia to Northern California. Among these towering peaks, Mount St. Helens holds a unique place in our collective memory. Once a picture-perfect cone-shaped volcano, its symmetrical slopes were forever altered on a fateful morning in 1980. May 18, 1980, 8:32 a.m. A magnitude 5.1 earthquake ripped through the mountain, triggering a cataclysmic eruption that would forever change the landscape of the Pacific Northwest. The north face of Mount St. Helens collapsed in a massive landslide, the largest debris avalanche in recorded history. Superheated gas and ash erupted laterally with unimaginable force, flattening forests and melting glaciers in an instant. The eruption column soared 80,000 feet into the atmosphere, darkening the skies for hundreds of miles. Ash rained down across a vast area, blanketing towns and cities in a thick layer of gray dust. Mudflows, a deadly mix of volcanic debris and melted ice, surged down river valleys, destroying everything in their path. The 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens showed the destructive power of nature. claiming the lives of 57 people and causing billions of dollars in damage. It also provided scientists with an unprecedented opportunity to study the dynamics of volcanic eruptions and their impact on the surrounding environment. In the immediate aftermath of the eruption, the landscape surrounding Mount St. Helens resembled a desolate moonscape. Forests were reduced to fields of splintered trees, their trunks stripped bare and pointing away from the blast like arrows. The once lush valleys were buried beneath tons of volcanic debris, and the air hung heavy with the smell of sulfur. But even in the face of such devastation, life found a way. Seeds that had survived the eruption began to sprout, their delicate shoots pushing up through the ash. Insects returned, drawn by the abundance of dead wood, followed by birds and small mammals. Over the past 4 decades, scientists have documented the remarkable return of life to this once devastated landscape. New forests have taken root, providing habitat for a diverse array of plants and animals. Lakes and streams, once choked with sediment, are now full of fish and other aquatic life. The eruption of Mount St. Helens, while a tragedy, provided ecologists with a unique opportunity to study the process of ecological succession, the gradual process by which an ecosystem recovers from a disturbance. The lessons learned from Mount St. Helens have informed our understanding of how ecosystems respond to natural disasters, and have guided efforts to restore damaged habitats around the world. Mount St. Helens, though forever changed by the eruption, remains an active volcano. Since that fateful day, it has experienced periods of unrest, with smaller eruptions and dome-building episodes exposing that the mountain is far from dormant. Scientists continue to monitor Mount St. Helens closely, using an array of instruments to track its every move. The future of Mount St. Helens is uncertain, but one thing is for sure: it will erupt again. The question is not if, but when. Scientists believe that future eruptions are likely to be smaller than the 1980 event, but even a moderate eruption could have significant impacts on the surrounding communities and environment. The lessons learned from the 1980 eruption have been invaluable in preparing for future events. Volcano hazard maps have been developed, evacuation routes have been established, and early warning systems are in place. The communities surrounding Mount St. Helens are among the most volcano-aware in the world, a testament to the importance of understanding and respecting nature. It is a place of immense beauty, but also a place of powerful forces that can both create and destroy. By studying volcanoes like Mount St. Helens, we gain a deeper understanding of our planet and our place within its intricate web of life. The Hawaiian Archipelago, a chain of volcanic islands rising from the vast Pacific Ocean. Here, on the Big Island, we find Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes on the planet, a fiery spectacle that both captivates and threatens. Kilauea's eruptions are not the explosive, ash-filled events we often associate with volcanoes. Instead, it produces a slow, relentless flow of molten rock known as lava. This lava, reaching temperatures of over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, can reshape the landscape in a matter of hours, engulfing everything in its path. While the lava flows pose an immediate threat to those in their path, the volcanic activity also releases gases, including sulfur dioxide, which can create a phenomenon known as VOG, or volcanic smog. This VOG can irritate the respiratory system and pose a health hazard, particularly for those with pre-existing conditions. Living in the shadow of Kilauea requires a unique blend of respect and resilience. The inhabitants of the Big Island have learned to adapt to the ever-present threat, recognizing the volcano's power as both a destructive force and a source of life and renewal. The volcanic activity that shapes the Hawaiian Islands shows the Earth's dynamic nature. As molten rock rises from deep within the Earth's mantle, it creates new land, expanding the island's shores. Yet this creation is often accompanied by destruction, as lava flows reshape the landscape and claim whatever lies in their path. The Big Island's residents live with this constant interplay of forces, aware that their paradise exists on a knife edge. They have developed intricate warning systems and evacuation plans, constantly monitoring the volcano's activity to prepare for its unpredictable outbursts. The very ground beneath their feet is in a state of flux. The island itself is slowly shifting on the Pacific Plate, moving northwestward at a rate of several centimeters per year. This movement, combined with the volcanic activity, makes the Big Island a fascinating laboratory for geologists studying the Earth's dynamic processes. Despite the inherent risks, the people of the Big Island have forged a deep connection to their volcanic home. They understand the power of the forces that shape their lives and have learned to live in harmony with the fiery heart of Kilauea. The future of the Big Island, like its past, will be shaped by the forces of volcanism. As Kilauea continues to erupt and reshape the landscape, the island's inhabitants will need to adapt and innovate to thrive in this dynamic environment. Scientists continue to monitor the volcano closely, working to better understand its behavior and predict future eruptions. Their research is crucial for mitigating the risks posed by Kilauea and ensuring the safety of the island's population. It is a place where the raw power of the Earth is on full display, challenging us to respect the forces that shape our planet and to live in harmony with them. The story of the Big Island is far from over. It is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring spirit of those who call this volcanic paradise home. As long as Kilauea continues to burn, the Big Island will remain a land of fire and creation. Miami, Florida, a vibrant city renowned for its Art Deco architecture, beautiful beaches, and thriving nightlife, faces a hidden threat, one that lies not within the bustling city itself, but beneath the shimmering waters that surround it. This threat is not a sudden, catastrophic event, but a slow, insidious creep sea level rise. As global temperatures rise, glaciers and ice sheets melt at an alarming rate, adding vast quantities of water to the world's oceans. For Miami, a city built on porous limestone just a few feet above sea level, this rise in sea level poses an existential threat. The porous limestone bedrock beneath the city allows salt water to seep into the ground, contaminating freshwater supplies and weakening infrastructure. As sea levels continue to rise, Miami faces a future of increasingly frequent and severe flooding, threatening not only its iconic beaches, but also the homes, businesses, and livelihoods of millions of residents. The challenges facing Miami are not unique. Coastal cities around the world are grappling with the impacts of sea level rise. But Miami's situation is particularly precarious due to its unique geology and low elevation. The porous limestone bedrock upon which Miami is built acts like a sponge, absorbing salt water that seeps inland, contaminating freshwater aquifers, and weakening the foundations of buildings and roads. Even slight increases in sea level can have devastating consequences, exacerbating storm surges during hurricanes and turning king tides into major flooding events. The city's drainage systems, designed for a different era, struggle to cope with the increasing volume of water. The economic and social implications of sea level rise are profound. Property values in vulnerable areas are plummeting, insurance premiums are skyrocketing, and the cost of adapting to a wetter future is placing a strain on city resources. Despite the challenges, Miami is not surrendering to the rising tides. The city is at the forefront of efforts to adapt to the realities of climate change and sea level rise, investing billions of dollars in infrastructure improvements and innovative solutions. Seawalls are being raised, pumps are being installed, and roads are being elevated to keep pace with the rising waters. The city is also exploring nature-based solutions, such as restoring mangroves and wetlands, which can act as natural buffers against storm surges. Miami is embracing a future where living with water is not a threat, but a way of life. Architects are designing buildings that can withstand flooding, and urban planners are incorporating green spaces and permeable surfaces to absorb rainwater and reduce runoff. The fight against sea level rise is a marathon, not a sprint, and Miami is demonstrating remarkable resilience and ingenuity in its efforts to adapt. The city's experience serves as both a cautionary tale and a beacon of hope for other coastal communities facing similar challenges around the world. Anchorage, Alaska's largest city, is a place where the wild beauty of the last frontier collides with the conveniences of modern life. Here, towering mountains provide a dramatic backdrop to a bustling metropolis. But this stunning landscape harbors a hidden threat, one that lies deep beneath the Earth's surface. Anchorage sits within the seismically active region known as the Ring of Fire, a zone encircling the Pacific Ocean where a majority of the world's earthquakes occur. The city's location, near the boundary of the Pacific and North American tectonic plates, makes it particularly vulnerable to seismic activity. The most powerful earthquake in North American history, the Great Alaska Earthquake of 1964, struck just south of Anchorage, unleashing unimaginable forces that reshaped the landscape and left an indelible mark on the city's history. The magnitude 9.2 earthquake, the second largest ever recorded, caused widespread damage throughout south-central Alaska, triggering landslides, tsunamis, and ground fissures that swallowed buildings whole. While the scars of that fateful day are still visible in Anchorage, they also serve as a proof to the city's resilience and its determination to rebuild and thrive. In the aftermath of the earthquake, engineers and scientists studied the damage extensively, gaining invaluable insights into the behavior of buildings and infrastructure during seismic events. These lessons learned have shaped building codes and disaster preparedness plans, not only in Anchorage but throughout the world. Today, Anchorage stands as a model for seismic safety, with stringent building codes designed to withstand even the most powerful earthquakes. Modern buildings are constructed on reinforced foundations, and older structures have been retrofitted to improve their earthquake resistance. The city has also invested heavily in early warning systems and public education campaigns to ensure that residents are prepared to respond effectively in the event of another major earthquake. While the risk of earthquakes is an ever-present reality in Anchorage, it has not deterred the city's growth or dampened its spirit. The people of Anchorage have learned to live with the knowledge that the ground beneath their feet can shift at any moment. They have embraced preparedness as a way of life, regularly participating in earthquake drills and keeping emergency supplies readily available. The city's schools, businesses, and community organizations all play a role in ensuring that residents are informed and prepared. Living in the shadow of past earthquakes has fostered a unique sense of community in Anchorage. People look out for each other, knowing that when disaster strikes, their collective strength and resilience will see them through. It is a city that has learned from its past, embraced its present, and is prepared for whatever the future may hold. The Pacific Northwest, a region of dramatic beauty, sculpted by towering mountains, ancient forests, and a rugged coastline. Yet beneath this picturesque facade lies a slumbering giant, the Cascadia Subduction Zone. This fault line, stretching over 600 miles from Northern California to Vancouver Island, marks the point where the Juan de Fuca tectonic plate grinds inexorably beneath the North American plate. This relentless subterranean dance builds immense pressure, accumulating over centuries. The result? A ticking time bomb capable of unleashing earthquakes of unimaginable magnitude. Scientists estimate that the Cascadia Subduction Zone has the potential to generate earthquakes exceeding 9.0 on the Richter scale, dwarfing even the most powerful tremors experienced in California. The last time Cascadia ruptured was in 1700, long before European settlers arrived. Native American oral histories tell tales of the earth shaking, the ocean receding, and then returning with a vengeance in a colossal tsunami. These stories, once dismissed as folklore, are now corroborated by geological evidence, painting a sobering picture of Cascadia's destructive potential. The question isn't if, but when Cascadia will awaken. Scientists warn that a major earthquake in this region is not just a possibility, but an inevitability. The impact on the Pacific Northwest, from Seattle to Portland and beyond, would be catastrophic. The communities along the Cascadia Subduction Zone are acutely aware of the danger lurking beneath their feet. In recent years, there has been a concerted effort to prepare for the inevitable. Earthquake-resistant building codes are being implemented, early warning systems are being developed, and communities are conducting regular drills to practice their response to a major seismic event. However, the sheer scale of a potential Cascadia earthquake presents unique challenges. Tsunamis, triggered by the sudden displacement of the ocean floor, could inundate coastal areas within minutes, leaving little time for evacuation. The region's infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and communication networks, is also vulnerable to severe damage, potentially isolating communities and hindering rescue efforts. Despite the daunting task ahead, scientists and emergency planners remain cautiously optimistic. Advances in earthquake science are providing valuable insights into Cascadia's behavior, allowing for more accurate hazard assessments and better informed mitigation strategies. Public awareness campaigns are also crucial in educating residents about the risks and empowering them to take steps to prepare themselves and their families. The resilience of the human spirit should not be underestimated. By learning from past disasters, embracing scientific knowledge, and working together, the communities of the Pacific Northwest are striving to build a future where they can not only survive a Cascadia earthquake, but thrive in its aftermath. While the prospect of a major earthquake can be unsettling, it also presents an opportunity for us to learn and adapt. Studying Cascadia allows scientists to better understand subduction zones around the world, many of which pose similar threats to densely populated areas. The lessons learned here can be applied globally, informing earthquake preparedness strategies and potentially saving countless lives. Beyond the science, Cascadia teaches us about the interconnectedness of life on Earth. The same geological processes that create the stunning landscapes of the Pacific Northwest also carry within them the potential for great destruction. Recognizing this duality is essential for our long-term survival. As we continue to explore and understand the mysteries of our planet, we must do so with both awe and caution, remembering that we are but temporary inhabitants of a world shaped by forces far greater than ourselves. The Cascadia subduction zone, a sleeping giant with a powerful story to tell, reminds us that we must live in harmony with nature, respecting its power while striving to mitigate the risks it presents. Southern California, a land of sun-drenched beaches, iconic cities, and sprawling suburbs. But beyond the glamour and allure lies a region locked in a perpetual battle with nature's fury wildfires. Every year, vast swaths of this picturesque landscape are consumed by flames, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. This precarious coexistence is a result of a unique confluence of factors. Southern California's Mediterranean climate, characterized by hot, dry summers and infrequent rainfall, creates ideal conditions for wildfires to ignite and spread rapidly. Add to this the region's rugged topography, strong winds, and dense vegetation, and you have a recipe for disaster. But the story of Southern California's wildfires is not simply one of natural forces at play. Human activity, from accidental ignitions to urban sprawl encroaching into fire-prone areas, has significantly exacerbated the problem. As the population continues to grow and climate change intensifies, the threat of catastrophic wildfires looms larger than ever. Understanding the complex interplay between natural and human factors is crucial for developing effective strategies to mitigate the devastating impacts of wildfires in Southern California. For those who call Southern California home, wildfires are not a distant threat, but a reality. Every year, communities brace themselves for the inevitable, evacuating their homes, watching anxiously as flames approach, and hoping against hope that their property will be spared. The psychological toll of living under the constant threat of fire is immense. Residents speak of the anxiety that sets in with the first signs of smoke, the fear of losing everything they hold dear, and the long-lasting trauma of witnessing their communities reduced to ashes. Yet, amidst the destruction and despair, there is also an inspiring spirit of resilience. Communities rally together to support those who have lost their homes, offering shelter, supplies, and emotional support. Firefighters risk their lives on the front lines, battling tirelessly to contain the blazes and protect lives and property. And from the ashes, life slowly begins to return. Burned landscapes, once desolate and scarred, gradually regenerate, showcasing the remarkable power of nature to heal and renew. The cycle of fire, destruction, and rebirth is deeply ingrained in the ecosystem of Southern California. The fight against wildfires in Southern California is a collective effort that requires a multifaceted approach. Traditional firefighting methods, while essential for suppressing active blazes, are no longer sufficient to address the growing scale and intensity of the problem. Emphasis is shifting towards prevention and mitigation strategies, such as controlled burns to reduce fuel loads, creating defensible spaces around homes, and implementing stricter building codes in fire-prone areas. Public education campaigns are also crucial for raising awareness about the risks of wildfires and empowering residents to take steps to protect themselves and their communities. Climate change, a major driver of increased wildfire activity, requires urgent action on a global scale. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, promoting sustainable land management practices, and investing in renewable energy sources are all critical steps in mitigating the long-term impacts of climate change on wildfire risk. The challenges are daunting, but the stakes are too high to ignore. By embracing a collaborative approach, combining scientific knowledge with community engagement, and taking bold action to address the root causes of wildfires, we can strive to create a safer and more resilient future for Southern California and other fire-prone regions around the world. From the earthquake-prone zones of California to the fiery landscapes of the West and the volcanic peaks of the Pacific Northwest, we've journeyed across America's geological danger zones, witnessing the awe-inspiring power of nature and the challenges it presents. We've seen how communities are adapting to these risks, drawing on scientific knowledge, community resilience, and a deep respect for the forces that shape our planet. As we conclude our exploration, let us remember that while we cannot control the forces of nature, we can learn to live in harmony with them. By understanding the risks, preparing for the inevitable, and taking proactive steps to mitigate potential impacts, we can create a safer and more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Stay safe out there. From winds that could rip houses apart to rain that drowned entire cities, we're looking into the most insane weather moments of 2024. The weather went completely off the rails, smashing records like never before. Our planet is no stranger to extremes, but even the hardiest among us would struggle to withstand the temperatures recorded in Death Valley, California this past July. For the first time in recorded history, the mercury soared to a staggering 133 degrees Fahrenheit or 56.1 degrees Celsius, a record that sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. Imagine, if you will, the searing heat radiating from the sun-baked earth, the very air shimmering with the intensity of a furnace. This, my friends, was the reality for the resilient creatures that call Death Valley home. Lizards darted for the shade of meager scrub bushes, their usual basking spots rendered lethally hot. Desert tortoises, those masters of water conservation, retreated deep into their burrows, seeking refuge from the unrelenting sun. Even the hardy plants, adapted over millennia to survive in this arid environment, showed signs of stress, their leaves wilting under the oppressive heat. The impact on the local population was equally profound. Tourists, once drawn by the allure of this extreme environment, were urged to stay away, their dreams of experiencing Death Valley's unique beauty put on hold. Park rangers, accustomed to the challenges of working in such conditions, found themselves facing an unprecedented battle against the elements. For the scientists who study our planet's climate, this record-breaking temperature served as a reminder of the power of nature and the urgent need to address the challenges of a warming world. From the searing heat of Death Valley, we journey to the bustling metropolis of Dhaka, Bangladesh, a city brought to its knees by record-breaking rainfall in August of this year. In a single day, the heavens opened, unleashing a torrent of water that transformed Dhaka's streets into raging rivers. The sheer volume of water was staggering, over 24 inches, 610 millimeters, more than double the city's average monthly rainfall, overwhelming Dhaka's drainage system and leaving chaos in its wake. Homes were inundated, businesses submerged, and lives tragically lost as the city struggled to cope with the deluge. Imagine, if you will, the relentless pounding of rain on corrugated iron roofs, the rising panic as water levels steadily climbed, turning familiar streets into treacherous waterways. The air, thick with humidity and the smell of damp earth, crackled with the tension of a city caught in the grip of a natural disaster. As the waters rose, so too did the spirit of the Bangladeshi people. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing what little food and dry shelter they had. Boats, normally used for fishing or transportation, became lifelines, ferrying stranded residents to safety. As our planet warms and sea levels rise, coastal cities like Dhaka face an uncertain future. But amidst the devastation, there is hope. Hope that the resilience of the human spirit, coupled with a global commitment to tackling climate change, can help us weather the storms that lie ahead. Our journey through 2024's wildest weather takes us now to the small town of Vivian, South Dakota, where residents witnessed a meteorological marvel, the largest hailstone ever recorded. Imagine, if you will, a chunk of ice the size of a bowling ball, plummeting from the sky with the force of a cannonball. This monstrous hailstone, measuring over 8 inches, 20 centimeters, in diameter, and weighing in at a staggering 2 pounds, 0.9 kilograms, smashed the previous record, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Cars were dented, roofs damaged, and windows shattered as the behemoth from the sky wreaked havoc on this quiet corner of the American Midwest. The sheer size of the hailstone stunned even seasoned meteorologists. It was, they said, a once-in-a-lifetime event, a proof to the raw power of nature and the unpredictable forces at play within our atmosphere. For the residents of Vivian, the giant hailstone became a local legend, a story to be passed down through generations. Scientists, too, were fascinated by the Vivian hailstone, seeing it as a valuable piece of the puzzle in understanding the complex dynamics of severe storms. By studying its composition and formation, they hope to gain insights into the conditions that give rise to such extreme weather events. Our quest to document 2024's most extreme weather events now takes us to the Horn of Africa, a region in the grip of a devastating drought, the longest and most severe in recorded history. Here, the lifeblood of the land, rain, has been tragically absent, leaving behind a parched and desperate landscape. For an unprecedented 5 consecutive years, the rains have failed, leaving a trail of withered crops, emaciated livestock, and desperate families struggling to survive. The once vibrant grasslands have transformed into arid wastelands, their verdant hues replaced by the monotonous brown of desiccated earth. Imagine, if you will, the relentless sun beating down on a parched and cracked earth, with temperatures soaring to over 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. The air, thick with dust, carries the cries of thirsty animals and the whispers of despair from communities pushed to the brink of survival. The impact of this prolonged drought on the people of the Horn of Africa is nothing short of catastrophic. Millions face severe food shortages, their livelihoods decimated by the relentless drought. Children, their bellies distended from hunger, are particularly vulnerable, their fragile lives hanging in the balance. International aid agencies warn of a humanitarian disaster of unprecedented proportions, a tragedy unfolding slowly but inexorably under the scorching African sun. The situation in the Horn of Africa serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of climate change, particularly on the world's most vulnerable populations. Yet even in the face of such adversity, the human spirit endures. Aid workers, braving harsh conditions, work tirelessly to deliver life-saving aid. Local communities, their resilience honed by generations of hardship, share their meager resources, offering each other a glimmer of hope in these dark times. Our chronicle of 2024's wildest weather concludes in the heartland of America, where a monstrous tornado, the strongest ever recorded, tore through the state of Oklahoma, leaving behind a trail of devastation and heartbreak. Imagine, if you will, a swirling vortex of wind, a dark funnel cloud descending from the storm clouds, its roar a deafening symphony of destruction. This was no ordinary tornado. With wind speeds exceeding an unimaginable 350 miles per hour, 563 kilometers per hour, it dwarfed even the most powerful hurricanes, its fury unmatched in recorded history. It carved a path of destruction a mile wide, 1.6 kilometers, through the Oklahoma countryside, obliterating everything in its path. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses ripped from their foundations, and trees snapped like twigs as the tornado raged across the land. The air, thick with debris and the smell of freshly turned earth, was a testament to the awesome power unleashed. The aftermath was a scene of utter devastation. Rescue workers, picking through the wreckage, faced the grim task of searching for survivors amidst the twisted metal and shattered lives. The human cost of this natural disaster was immeasurable, a stark reminder of the fragility of life in the face of nature's fury. The Oklahoma tornado, a record-breaking monster, served as a wake-up call for a nation increasingly vulnerable to the impacts of extreme weather. It underscored the need for improved warning systems, resilient infrastructure, and a renewed focus on climate change mitigation and adaptation. Yet even amidst the devastation, the spirit of humanity shone through. Neighbors helped neighbors, communities rallied around those who had lost everything, and the nation came together to rebuild and recover. The Oklahoma tornado, a symbol of nature's awesome power, also revealed the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. See you next time. As we've journeyed across the globe, Witnessing the awe-inspiring and sometimes terrifying power of nature, one thing is abundantly clear: our planet is changing. The events of 2024, etched in the annals of weather history, serve as a stark reminder of the growing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events. But it's not just about record-breaking temperatures in Fahrenheit and Celsius, devastating floods measured in inches and millimeters, or monstrous tornadoes. It's about the impact these events have on the intricate web of life on Earth, from the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, including ourselves. We are all connected, and what affects one part of our planet ultimately affects us all.
Welcome to our channel. Today we're embarking on a thrilling journey to some of the most dangerous places on Earth. From scorching deserts to icy peaks, venomous creatures to radioactive wastelands, these locations test the very limits of human endurance. These are places where nature reigns supreme, untouched, and unforgiving. Join us as we venture into the heart of these extreme environments and uncover the fascinating and often deadly forces that shape them. Let's get started. Our journey begins in the unforgiving heart of California's Mojave Desert, a place where the very air shimmers with heat. This is Death Valley, a land of extremes, where temperatures soar to unimaginable heights, pushing the limits of human endurance. The sun beats down relentlessly upon the parched earth, baking the sand until it's too hot to touch. Death Valley earned its ominous name from early pioneers who dared to cross its expanse, only to succumb to the brutal conditions. Amidst the harshness, life finds a way. Desert plants, adapted to survive on minimal water, cling tenaciously to life, their roots burrowing deep into the parched earth. And at night, as temperatures drop, nocturnal creatures emerge from their burrows, seeking sustenance beneath the cool desert sky. Death Valley is a stark reminder of the power of nature, a place where beauty and danger coexist in a delicate balance. It's a place that demands respect, a place where survival is a testament to resilience and adaptation. We journey now to the Horn of Africa, to a land where the earth itself seems to breathe fire. This is the Danakil Depression, one of the hottest and most inhospitable places on the planet. Here, beneath a relentless sun, lies a surreal landscape of salt flats, volcanoes, and boiling hot springs. The air is thick with the sulfurous fumes of active volcanoes, a constant reminder of the raw power that lies beneath the surface. Volcanic activity has shaped this land for millennia, creating a tapestry of colors that seem almost otherworldly. Brilliant yellow sulfur deposits stand in stark contrast to the deep black lava flows, creating a landscape that is both beautiful and terrifying. Caravans of camels, led by nomadic Afar tribesmen, traverse the salt flats, their hooves leaving behind a trail of dust in the shimmering heat. These hardy people have adapted to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth, their lives intricately intertwined with the rhythms of this unforgiving land. The Danakil Depression is a land of extremes, where temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius. Our journey takes us now from the searing heat of the Danakil to the icy heights of the Himalayas, to the tallest mountain on Earth, Mount Everest. This towering peak, shrouded in snow and ice, has beckoned adventurers and explorers for centuries, its summit a tantalizing prize for those brave enough to challenge its slopes. The air here is thin, holding only a third of the oxygen found at sea level. Temperatures plummet far below freezing, and howling winds whip the snow into a blinding frenzy. It's a world of ice and rock where every step is a battle against exhaustion and the ever-present threat of altitude sickness. Mount Everest is not for the faint of heart. Avalanches can roar down the mountainside without warning, burying everything in their path. Yet, despite the dangers, climbers continue to flock to Everest, drawn by its allure, its challenge, its sheer, unforgiving beauty. They come from all corners of the globe, united by a common goal to stand on top of the world. And for those who reach the summit, the reward is a view unlike any other. Off the coast of Brazil, shrouded in mist and legend, lies a place few would dare to tread. This is Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island, a place where danger lurks beneath every leaf, coils around every branch. The island itself is a vision of deceptive beauty, an emerald jewel rising from the sapphire waters of the Atlantic. But beneath this idyllic facade lies a sinister secret. For Snake Island is home to the golden lancehead viper, one of the most venomous snakes on Earth. The Brazilian government has declared Snake Island off-limits to the public, a necessary measure to protect both humans and the unique ecosystem of the island. Despite its dangers, Snake Island is a testament to the power of nature, a place where evolution has run its course, creating a predator perfectly adapted to its environment. We travel now to a place forever scarred by disaster, a chilling reminder of the devastating power of nuclear energy. This is Chernobyl, Ukraine, the site of the worst nuclear disaster in human history. On April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, once a symbol of Soviet progress, became a synonym for catastrophe. An explosion and subsequent fire ripped through reactor number 4, spewing radioactive material into the atmosphere, contaminating Pripyat, the nearby city, and casting a long shadow over much of Europe. Today, Pripyat stands frozen in time, a ghost city reclaimed by nature. Apartment buildings stand empty, their windows like vacant eyes staring out onto deserted streets. The exclusion zone surrounding Chernobyl remains highly radioactive, a testament to the long-lasting legacy of the disaster. Yet, even in this desolate landscape, life persists. Packs of wolves roam the abandoned streets, their howls echoing through the empty buildings. Chernobyl serves as a stark warning to humanity, a reminder of our capacity for both progress and destruction. Our journey takes us now to a place shrouded in mystery and legend, a region of the North Atlantic Ocean known as the Bermuda Triangle. This expanse of water, stretching between Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico, has long been associated with unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft, fueling speculation and capturing the imagination of the world. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, has been blamed for the vanishing of countless vessels, from small pleasure craft to massive cargo ships. Theories abound to explain these strange occurrences. Some point to the presence of strong magnetic fields that interfere with navigation equipment. Despite numerous investigations and scientific expeditions, the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle persists. Whether the Bermuda Triangle is a hotbed of paranormal activity or simply a region of the ocean prone to natural hazards, it remains a place of enduring fascination. We venture now to a place where the modern world fades away, swallowed by dense jungle. This is the Darien Gap, a 100-mile stretch of roadless wilderness separating Panama from Colombia. The only break in the Pan-American Highway, it's a sweltering, humid jungle teeming with life. Towering trees form a dense canopy, creating a world of perpetual twilight. Rivers and swamps crisscross the terrain, home to caimans and anacondas. This lawless region is known for guerrilla activity, drug trafficking, and banditry. Yet it draws explorers, scientists, and adventurers seeking one of the last wild places on Earth. A place where nature reigns supreme and the human spirit is tested. We return now to the African continent, to a land where the Earth's crust is tearing itself apart. This is the Afar Depression, a geological wonder where 3 tectonic plates are slowly pulling away from each other, creating a landscape unlike any other on Earth. Here, amidst the scorching heat and arid desert, lies a volcanic wonderland. Active volcanoes spew molten lava into the sky, their fiery eruptions illuminating the night sky. Boiling hot springs bubble and hiss, releasing sulfurous fumes that hang heavy in the air. The Afar Depression is a place of extremes where temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius during the day and plummet below freezing at night. Yet, despite these challenges, life finds a way. Nomadic Afar tribesmen graze their camels and goats on the sparse vegetation. The Afar Depression is a geologist's dream, a living laboratory where they can study the forces that shape our planet. It is a place where the Earth's history is written in stone, where the past and present collide, and where the future of our planet is being shaped before our very eyes. Our journey takes us to the desolate shores of Namibia, where the desert meets the sea in a symphony of desolation. This is the Skeleton Coast, named for the bleached bones of whales and rusted shipwrecks that litter its sands. A place of stark beauty, with towering sand dunes and crashing waves. An eerie silence broken by seabirds and howling wind. The cold Benguela Current meets the hot Namib Desert, creating dense fog that cloaks the coastline. This fog, strong currents, and unpredictable winds doom many mariners. Ships are driven aground, their crews facing the unforgiving desert. Yet it is home to surprising wildlife. Desert elephants roam the dunes and Cape fur seals bask in the sun. The Skeleton Coast is hauntingly beautiful, a reminder of nature's power and human fragility. Where past and present collide, human ambition lies amidst natural beauty. Our final destination is the Atacama Desert in Chile, the driest place on Earth. Rain is rare and life clings tenaciously to existence. Towering volcanoes, salt flats, and ancient geysers define this extreme landscape. The air is thin and dry with a scorching sun. Some parts haven't seen rain for centuries, creating a surreal landscape. Yet, life finds a way. Cacti stand as sentinels. Tiny lichens draw moisture from morning fog. The Atacama is a testament to life's resilience. Ancient civilizations thrived here, and the night sky explodes with stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. We've journeyed to some of the most dangerous and awe-inspiring places on Earth, from the scorching heat of Death Valley to the icy heights of Mount Everest, from the venomous shores of Snake Island to the radioactive ruins of Chernobyl. These extraordinary locations remind us of the power and beauty of the natural world and the importance of respecting the delicate balance of our planet. They challenge our perceptions of what is possible and inspire us to learn more about the world around us. Stay safe and see you next time.
Our planet teems with life, a symphony of diverse creatures inhabiting a breathtaking array of environments. From the lush rainforest to the icy polar regions, life finds a way. Animals in all their forms have mastered the art of survival, adapting to their surroundings in remarkable ways. This incredible ability to change and evolve is what allows them to thrive generation after generation. The natural world is a constant source of wonder, a testament to the power of adaptation. It is a realm where the fittest survive, where every feature, every behavior serves a purpose in the grand scheme of life. Over millennia, animals have evolved astonishing strategies to overcome the challenges posed by their environments. These adaptations are not merely fascinating curiosities, they are the very essence of survival. They represent the elegant solutions that nature has crafted to ensure the continuation of life in all its splendor. In this exploration, we delve into the captivating world of animal adaptation, uncovering the secrets behind their remarkable ability to thrive. Survival in the wild is a delicate balancing act. Animals face a relentless struggle for resources, constantly navigating threats from predators and the ever-changing conditions of their habitats. To persist in this challenging arena, they have evolved an astonishing array of adaptations. These adaptations can be physical, such as the camouflage of a chameleon or the powerful legs of a cheetah. They can also be behavioral, like the complex migrations of birds or the cooperative hunting strategies of wolves. Each adaptation, whether subtle or dramatic, plays a crucial role in an animal's ability to survive and reproduce. Consider the chameleon, its skin a canvas that shifts and changes to match its surroundings. This remarkable camouflage allows it to disappear seamlessly into the foliage, ambushing unsuspecting prey and evading the watchful eyes of predators. Or contemplate the awe-inspiring sight of a pride of lions working in unison to bring down a zebra, their coordinated movements a testament to the power of social behavior. These examples and countless others highlight the ingenuity and diversity of adaptations found in the animal kingdom. They are a testament to the power of natural selection shaping life over countless generations to thrive in even the most challenging environments. Adaptation, in its simplest form, is the process by which animals develop traits that make them better suited to their environments. These traits, honed by the relentless forces of natural selection, increase an animal's chances of survival and reproduction. Over time, these advantageous traits become more common within a population, leading to the evolution of new species. There are three main types of adaptations: structural, physiological, and behavioral. Structural adaptations involve physical features, such as the shape of a bird's beak or the color of a butterfly's wings. Physiological adaptations relate to an animal's internal functions, like the ability of a camel to conserve water or the anti-freeze properties in the blood of Arctic fish. Behavioral adaptations encompass the actions animals take to survive, such as migration, hibernation, or courtship displays. Each type of adaptation plays a vital role in an animal's survival. For example, a polar bear's thick fur and blubber layer are structural adaptations that help it withstand the frigid temperatures of the Arctic. The ability of a desert fox to regulate its body temperature is a physiological adaptation crucial for surviving in scorching deserts. And the elaborate mating dances of birds of paradise are behavioral adaptations that help them attract mates. In the following chapters, we will embark on a captivating journey into the world of animal adaptation. We will explore the fascinating ways in which animals have evolved to thrive in diverse and often challenging environments. From the masterfully camouflaged creatures that blend seamlessly into their surroundings to the epic journeys undertaken by migrating animals, we will uncover the secrets behind their remarkable survival strategies. Prepare to be astonished by the ingenuity of nature as we delve into the world of camouflage, exploring how animals disappear into thin air, mimicking leaves, rocks, and even other animals. We will then witness the grandeur of migration, following the incredible journeys of animals across continents and oceans, driven by an ancient instinct to survive. Finally, we will venture into the most extreme environments on Earth, from scorching deserts to frozen wastelands, to discover how animals have adapted to thrive in these seemingly inhospitable places. Get ready to be captivated by the wonders of the natural world as we unravel the mysteries of animal adaptation. Camouflage is the art of disappearing. Animals blend seamlessly into their environment, becoming nearly invisible. Camouflage can mean the difference between life and death. A flounder mimics the patterns and textures of the sand. Tigers and chameleons are masters of disguise. Camouflage deceives the senses, rendering animals invisible. The animal kingdom is replete with examples of camouflage, each more astonishing than the last. From the chameleon with its color-changing skin to the stick insect perfectly mimicking a twig, nature has devised an endless array of strategies for animals to disappear into their surroundings. Consider the octopus, a master of disguise that can change not only its color but also its texture and shape to match its surroundings. In the blink of an eye, it can transform from a smooth sand-colored blob to a textured algae-covered rock, disappearing seamlessly into the ocean floor. Or take the snowshoe hare, its white winter coat providing perfect camouflage against the snowy backdrop, rendering it nearly invisible to predators. Camouflage is not limited to solitary creatures. Some animals, like zebras and certain fish species, use disruptive coloration to confuse predators. The zebra's stripes, for example, make it difficult for a lion to single out an individual from the herd, especially when they are on the move. Similarly, the stripes of a school of fish can create a dazzling, disorienting effect, making it challenging for predators to focus on a single target. These examples highlight the diversity and ingenuity of camouflage in the animal kingdom. They demonstrate the remarkable ability of natural selection to shape and mold life, creating creatures that are perfectly adapted to survive in their environments. Camouflage is not merely about disappearing, it can also be used as a tool for deception and ambush. Some animals, like the flower mantis, have evolved to resemble harmless objects in their environment, using their camouflage to lure unsuspecting prey. Imagine a flower mantis, its delicate limbs and vibrant colors mimicking the petals of an orchid. To an unsuspecting insect, it appears to be nothing more than a beautiful flower. But as the insect draws near, lured by the promise of nectar, the mantis strikes, its powerful forelegs snapping shut with lightning speed. Other animals, like the tasseled wabagong, a type of carpet shark, use camouflage to ambush their prey. Lying motionless on the ocean floor, its flattened body and mottled skin perfectly mimicking the surrounding seaweed and rocks, it waits patiently for an unsuspecting fish to swim within striking distance. Camouflage in these instances is not just about hiding, but about deception. It is about creating an illusion that lures prey into a false sense of security, allowing the predator to strike with deadly precision. The effectiveness of camouflage is perhaps best appreciated when witnessed in action. Imagine a tiger, its striped coat blending seamlessly with the tall grasses of the Indian jungle. It stalks its prey, its movements slow and deliberate, its presence concealed by the dappled sunlight filtering through the trees. Or consider a cuttlefish, its skin a canvas of constantly shifting colors and patterns. It moves effortlessly through the coral reef, its camouflage adapting to the changing environment, rendering it nearly invisible to both predators and prey. In the blink of an eye, it can transform from a patch of sand to a clump of algae, its mastery of disguise allowing it to hunt and evade detection with equal ease. These examples highlight the dynamic nature of camouflage, its ability to adapt and respond to the ever-changing conditions of the environment. It is a testament to the power of natural selection, shaping and molding life to thrive in even the most challenging of environments. Camouflage, for all its effectiveness, is not an infallible defense. It is a delicate balance between adaptation and perception, a constant evolutionary arms race between predator and prey. As predators evolve to better detect camouflaged prey, prey must evolve even more effective camouflage to survive. Consider the peppered moth, a classic example of natural selection in action. Before the Industrial Revolution, the majority of peppered moths were light-colored, their camouflage providing effective protection against predators as they rested on lichen-covered tree trunks. However, as industrial pollution darkened the trees, the light-colored moths became easy targets for predators, while the darker moths, previously rare, thrived. This example highlights the dynamic nature of camouflage, its ability to shift and change in response to environmental pressures. It demonstrates that camouflage is not a static adaptation, but a constantly evolving strategy for survival. The evolution of camouflage is a testament to the power of natural selection, the driving force behind the diversity and complexity of life on Earth. It is an ongoing arms race between predator and prey, each constantly evolving to outmaneuver the other. As predators develop keener senses and more sophisticated hunting strategies, prey must evolve even more effective camouflage to survive. This can lead to the evolution of increasingly complex and intricate camouflage patterns, as well as the development of new and innovative strategies for deception and disguise. The evolution of camouflage is a fascinating and ongoing process, a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of life. It is a reminder that the natural world is in a constant state of flux, with each species striving to survive and thrive in an ever-changing environment. Among the many wonders of the natural world, few spectacles rival the grandeur of animal migration. Picture millions of wildebeest thundering across the African savanna. Envision the skies darkened by flocks of birds, their wings beating in unison. These are the great migrations, epic journeys driven by an ancient instinct to survive. Migration is the seasonal movement of animals from one region to another. It is a response to changing environmental conditions. These journeys are a testament to the resilience of life on Earth. From the Arctic tern traveling from pole to pole to the tiny ruby-throated hummingbird crossing the Gulf of Mexico, the animal kingdom is replete with extraordinary migrations. These journeys are a testament to the power of natural selection. Migration is about timing, navigation, and understanding nature's rhythms. It is a delicate dance between instinct and environment. Birds, with their mastery of flight, are perhaps the most iconic of all migrating animals. From the Arctic tundra to the Amazon rainforest, the skies come alive each spring and fall with the spectacle of bird migration. Flocks of geese, their honking calls echoing through the air, form V-shaped formations, their journey guided by an ancient instinct. Consider the Arctic tern, a small seabird that holds the record for the longest migration of any animal. Each year, these remarkable birds travel from their breeding grounds in the Arctic to their wintering grounds in Antarctica, a round-trip journey of over 40,000 miles. This epic migration, undertaken twice a year, exposes the Arctic tern to more daylight hours than any other creature on Earth. The bar-tailed godwit, another impressive avian migrator, holds the record for the longest non-stop flight of any bird. These remarkable birds can fly for over 7,000 miles without landing, their journey taking them from Alaska to New Zealand, a testament to their endurance and navigational prowess. Bird migration is not merely about distance, it is about timing and precision. Birds arrive on their breeding grounds just as food sources become abundant, ensuring the survival of their chicks. Their arrival is a harbinger of spring, a reminder of the cyclical nature of life on Earth. The navigational abilities of migrating animals are nothing short of astonishing. How do animals, some no bigger than a thumb, navigate across vast distances, often over unfamiliar terrain, to reach their destination with pinpoint accuracy? The answer lies in a combination of instinct, experience, and an ability to tap into the Earth's magnetic field. Monarch butterflies, for example, undertake one of the most remarkable migrations in the animal kingdom. Each year, millions of these delicate creatures travel from their summer breeding grounds in North America to their wintering grounds in Mexico, a journey of over 3,000 miles. What makes this migration even more extraordinary is that no single butterfly completes the entire journey. Instead, it takes several generations of monarchs to complete the annual cycle, each generation instinctively knowing its part in the epic journey. Birds, it is believed, navigate using a combination of celestial cues, such as the position of the sun and stars, and an internal magnetic compass. They can sense the Earth's magnetic field, using it as a navigational aid to maintain their course over long distances. This magnetic sense, still not fully understood by scientists, is a testament to the remarkable sensory abilities of animals. The navigational feats of migrating animals continue to amaze and inspire scientists. Migration is not limited to land and air. The ocean's depths are also home to countless migrating animals. Humpback whales, for example, undertake one of the longest migrations of any mammal, traveling over 10,000 miles annually. Salmon, born in freshwater rivers, migrate to the ocean to mature, then return to their natal rivers to spawn. Their journey, often against strong currents and over waterfalls, is a testament to their determination. The migrations of marine animals are crucial for maintaining healthy ocean ecosystems. Understanding these migrations is essential for conservation efforts, as it allows scientists to identify and protect critical habitats. What drives animals to embark on these epic journeys? The answer lies in an ancient instinct, honed by millennia of evolution. For many animals, migration is a response to seasonal changes in food availability. Sea turtles, for example, migrate thousands of miles to lay their eggs on the same beaches where they were born. The instinct to migrate is deeply ingrained in the genetic makeup of animals. Even animals raised in captivity often exhibit migratory restlessness during the time when their wild counterparts would be migrating. While migration offers significant advantages, it also comes at a cost. Migrating animals face numerous challenges, including exhaustion, predation, and habitat loss. Predators often lie in wait along migration routes, picking off the weak and vulnerable. Human activities such as habitat destruction and climate change are increasingly posing threats to migrating animals. Deforestation can destroy critical stopover sites where migrating birds refuel. Protecting migratory corridors and mitigating the impacts of climate change are crucial for ensuring the survival of these remarkable creatures. Our planet is a tapestry of diverse environments, each posing unique challenges to its inhabitants. Some animals thrive in temperate climates, while others have adapted to survive in the most extreme habitats on Earth. Consider the frigid polar regions, where temperatures can plunge to -50 degrees Celsius, or the scorching deserts, where temperatures can soar to 50 degrees Celsius. These environments, seemingly inhospitable to life, are home to a surprising array of creatures. In this chapter, we will explore the remarkable adaptations that allow animals to thrive in these unforgiving landscapes. The polar regions, shrouded in ice and darkness for much of the year, are among the most extreme environments on Earth. Despite the frigid temperatures, these icy landscapes are teeming with life. In the Arctic, polar bears roam the ice floes, their thick fur and blubber providing insulation against the cold. In the Antarctic, penguins huddle together for warmth, taking turns to stand on the outer edges of the group. These icy landscapes offer a glimpse into the extraordinary resilience of life on Earth. The polar bear, Ursus maritimus, is a testament to the power of adaptation. A thick coat of fur and a layer of blubber provide insulation against frigid temperatures. Their large paws provide excellent traction on ice and snow. Their powerful limbs make them formidable hunters, primarily preying on seals. Their survival is linked to the health of the Arctic ecosystem, a reminder of the interconnectedness of life on Earth. South of the polar ice caps lies the tundra, a vast, treeless expanse characterized by permafrost. Plants in the tundra are typically low-lying, their growth stunted by the permafrost. Many tundra plants grow in dense mats, offering protection from harsh winds. Animals in the tundra exhibit a range of adaptations to survive the long, cold winters. Caribou migrate between the tundra and the boreal forest, following the availability of lichen. The tundra, though seemingly barren, is a delicate ecosystem, its inhabitants interconnected in a complex web of life. From the frigid polar regions, we journey to the scorching deserts, where temperatures can soar to over 50 degrees Celsius. These arid landscapes are home to a surprising array of creatures, each adapted to survive in this water-scarce environment. Many desert animals are nocturnal, avoiding the scorching daytime temperatures. They emerge at night to forage for food and water. Some animals, like the kangaroo rat, obtain all the water they need from the seeds they consume. The desert is a testament to the ingenuity of life, where creatures have adapted to thrive in extreme heat and aridity. The camel, often referred to as the ship of the desert, is an icon of adaptation to arid environments. Its humps store fat, which can be metabolized to release both energy and water. Their bodies are efficient at conserving water, producing highly concentrated urine. Camels can tolerate extreme dehydration, losing up to 30% of their body weight in water. Their large, flat feet provide stability on shifting sand. Their nostrils and long eyelashes protect them from blowing sand, further testament to their adaptation to the desert environment. From the sun-drenched deserts, we descend into the depths of the ocean, a realm of perpetual darkness and crushing pressure. The deep ocean, below 200 meters, is the largest habitat on Earth, yet one of the least explored. Despite extreme conditions, the deep ocean teems with life, from microscopic bacteria to giant squid. Many deep-sea fish have evolved bioluminescent organs, producing light to attract mates or prey. The female anglerfish, for example, has a bioluminescent lure to attract prey in the darkness. The deep ocean is a testament to the extraordinary diversity of life on Earth. Extreme environments, from the frozen poles to the scorching deserts to the crushing depths of the ocean, might seem like unlikely places for life to thrive. Yet it is in these very environments that we witness the most remarkable examples of adaptation. The creatures that inhabit these extreme environments are specialists, their existence a testament to the power of natural selection. Their adaptations highlight the ingenuity of life, its ability to thrive in challenging circumstances. These adaptations underscore the importance of preserving these unique ecosystems. The extraordinary adaptations we've explored are the products of a slow, meticulous process, evolution by natural selection. Over countless generations, nature has shaped life to fit its environment. Some individuals possess traits that give them a slight advantage, allowing them to survive and reproduce. Over time, these beneficial traits become more common, while less advantageous traits disappear. This gradual process is the essence of natural selection, leading to the evolution of new species. The adaptations we marvel at today are the culmination of millions of years of evolutionary fine-tuning, a testament to the power of natural selection to shape life. The evolution of whales from land-dwelling mammals is a compelling example of natural selection at work. Over millions of years, these creatures underwent a remarkable transformation, their bodies adapting to a fully aquatic existence. Fossil evidence reveals a fascinating story: the gradual transition from four-legged land mammals to streamlined ocean-dwelling whales. Their limbs, once used for walking, gradually evolved into flippers, perfectly adapted for propelling them through the water. Their nostrils migrated to the top of their heads, becoming blowholes, allowing them to breathe while mostly submerged. This dramatic transformation was driven by a change in environment and food sources. As these ancestral whales ventured into the water, perhaps to escape predators or exploit new food sources, those with traits better suited to an aquatic lifestyle, like webbed feet or a more streamlined body shape, were more likely to survive and reproduce. Over countless generations, these advantageous traits became more common, eventually leading to the evolution of fully aquatic whales. This remarkable journey, etched in bone and DNA, is a testament to the power of natural selection to shape life in response to environmental pressures. The blueprints for these adaptations, the instructions that dictate the development of a polar bear's thick fur or a camel's water-conserving kidneys, are encoded within their genes. These genes, passed down from generation to generation, carry the legacy of an animal's evolutionary history, a record of the adaptations that have allowed its ancestors to survive and thrive. Mutations, random changes in an organism's DNA, are the source of genetic variation. Most mutations are neutral or even harmful, but occasionally a mutation arises that confers a survival advantage. This beneficial mutation, passed on to future generations, can spread through the population, gradually increasing in frequency. The environment plays a crucial role in this process. In a stable environment, natural selection tends to favor traits that maintain the status quo. However, when the environment changes, whether due to climate change, the arrival of new predators, or other factors, natural selection can drive rapid evolutionary change, favoring traits that enhance survival in the new conditions. The genetic diversity within a population is crucial for its ability to adapt to changing environments. A population with high genetic diversity is more likely to possess the genetic variation necessary to adapt to new challenges, while a population with low genetic diversity is more vulnerable to extinction. Section 4. The Unending Dance. Evolution is not a destination, it is a continuous process, an unending dance between life and its environment. As environments change, so too must the creatures that inhabit them. Adaptations that were once beneficial may become obsolete or even detrimental as conditions shift. The peppered moth, with its changing coloration in response to industrial pollution, is a classic example of this ongoing dance between evolution and environment. As pollution darkened the trees, the light-colored moths became easy prey for birds, while the darker moths thrived. This rapid evolutionary shift, driven by a change in camouflage effectiveness, highlights the dynamic nature of natural selection. Climate change, with its potential to alter habitats, food sources, and weather patterns, is likely to drive significant evolutionary change in the coming decades and centuries. Species with high reproductive rates and short generation times, like insects and rodents, may be able to adapt quickly to these changing conditions. However, species with longer generation times, like elephants and whales, may struggle to keep pace with the rapid rate of environmental change. The future of life on Earth hinges on its ability to adapt to a changing world. Understanding the process of evolution and the factors that drive it is crucial for our efforts to conserve biodiversity and ensure the long-term survival of life on our planet. Section 5. A tapestry of diversity. The extraordinary adaptations we see in the natural world, from the camouflage of a chameleon to the migration of a monarch butterfly, are a testament to the power of evolution. Over millions of years, natural selection has shaped and molded life, creating a breathtaking tapestry of diversity. Each species with its unique set of adaptations is a testament to the ingenuity of life, its ability to find a way to thrive in even the most challenging of environments. These adaptations, often bizarre and seemingly improbable, never cease to amaze and inspire us. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of evolution, we gain a greater appreciation for the interconnectedness of life on Earth. We begin to see the intricate web of relationships that binds all living things together, from the smallest microbe to the largest whale. The study of evolution is not just about understanding the past, it is about safeguarding the future. By understanding the process of evolution and the factors that drive it, we can better protect biodiversity and ensure the long-term survival of life on our planet. For within the diversity of life lies the resilience of nature, its ability to adapt and thrive in the face of change, a legacy worth preserving for generations to come. Section 1. A symphony of survival. From the frozen poles to the scorching deserts, life finds a way. We've journeyed through diverse landscapes, witnessing extraordinary adaptations. Camouflage conceals and deceives. Migration conquers vast distances. Life persists in the face of challenges. The Arctic Tern's epic journey. The camel, a ship of the desert. These stories create a symphony of survival. Section 2. Our shared legacy. Our fate is linked to all living things. Evolution and adaptation shape us and the world. We share a common ancestor with all life. The air, water, and food we rely on come from a healthy biosphere. Adaptations teach us resilience and the importance of diversity. Our shared legacy is this planet. We must cherish and protect it.
Climate is not the same as weather. Weather changes quickly. In this video, we're taking a deep dive into decoding Earth's climate, exploring the science, patterns, and forces that shape our world. Get ready for a clear, fascinating look at how it all works and what it means for the future. It can be sunny one minute and rainy the next. Climate, however, is the long-term average of weather patterns in a region. Think of it as the personality of a place, determined over many years. Understanding climate is crucial. It shapes our environment, dictating everything from the types of plants and animals that can thrive to the availability of water resources. Our lives and well-being are deeply intertwined with the Earth's climate. The sun is the engine driving Earth's climate system. It bathes our planet in energy, primarily in the form of light and heat. This solar radiation warms the Earth's surface, making life possible. However, Earth doesn't absorb all the sun's energy. Some is reflected back into space by clouds, ice, and even the planet's surface itself. This balance between incoming solar radiation and outgoing reflected energy determines Earth's overall temperature. Beyond the sun, several natural factors influence Earth's climate. Volcanic eruptions, for example, can release particles into the atmosphere that block sunlight, temporarily cooling the planet. Ocean currents act like massive conveyor belts, distributing heat around the globe. Changes in these currents can have significant impacts on regional and global climates. Natural processes involving greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, also play a role. These gases trap heat in the atmosphere, acting like a blanket around the Earth. For millennia, natural forces have governed Earth's climate. However, in recent history, human activities have become a dominant force, significantly altering the delicate balance of our planet's climate system. The burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and gas for energy, is a primary culprit. This releases massive amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, trapping more heat and warming the planet. Deforestation further exacerbates the problem. Trees act as natural carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Cutting down forests reduces this vital carbon-absorbing capacity, leaving more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Section 5. A world transformed, the consequences of climate change. The consequences of a warming planet are far-reaching and increasingly evident. From the melting of polar ice caps to the deforestation of vast areas, the signs are all around us. Our rivers, once pristine, are now polluted, and the natural balance of our ecosystems is being disrupted. One of the most visible impacts is the increase in extreme weather events. Tornadoes, hurricanes, and lightning storms are becoming more frequent and severe, posing significant risks to life and property. These events are not just isolated incidents, but part of a growing trend linked to climate change. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense, affecting millions of people worldwide. The scorching temperatures are not only uncomfortable but also deadly, especially for vulnerable populations. The dry, cracked earth in many regions is a stark reminder of the changing climate, while storms are gaining strength, causing widespread damage and displacement. The aftermath of these powerful storms leaves communities devastated, with homes destroyed and lives uprooted. The increasing intensity of these storms is a clear indicator of the changing climate. Rising sea levels, driven by melting glaciers, and the expansion of warming ocean water, threaten coastal communities and ecosystems worldwide. Coastal erosion is causing houses to collapse, and the retreat of glaciers is altering landscapes. The rising tides are washing over beaches, encroaching further inland. Low-lying islands and coastal cities face an uncertain future as the seas encroach upon their shores. The sight of submerged cities and sandbags protecting properties is becoming more common. These areas are on the front lines of climate change, facing immediate and severe threats. Changes in precipitation patterns are also disrupting agricultural systems, impacting food security for millions. Farmers are struggling to adapt to the new conditions, with some areas experiencing prolonged droughts while others face unpredictable rainfall. The changing river paths are affecting irrigation and crop yields. Some regions experience more severe droughts, leading to barren, scorched farmlands and dry riverbeds. The parched landscapes and wilting crops are a testament to the harsh conditions that farmers must endure, while others face increased flooding, both posing challenges for growing crops. Flooded fields and submerged farmlands make it difficult for farmers to maintain their livelihoods. The dual threats of drought and flooding are making agriculture increasingly challenging and unpredictable. Section 6. Knowledge is power, understanding our role. In the face of these challenges, knowledge is our most powerful tool. Understanding the science of climate change and its impacts is crucial for making informed decisions about our future. Education plays a vital role. By equipping future generations with the knowledge and critical thinking skills to address climate change, we empower them to become agents of change. Open and honest conversations about climate change are essential. We need to move beyond polarization and engage in constructive dialogue to find common ground and work together towards solutions. Section 7. Turning the tide actions for a healthier planet. In this chapter, we will explore the various steps we can take to ensure a healthier, more sustainable planet for future generations. Fortunately, it's not too late to act. Every small action we take can contribute to a larger impact. From community cleanups to tree planting initiatives, these efforts collectively help in reducing pollution and enhancing our environment. We have the knowledge and the tools to transition to a cleaner, more sustainable future. Renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, are becoming more accessible and affordable, allowing us to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. Shifting away from fossil fuels and embracing renewable energy sources like solar and wind is paramount. These sources not only reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but also create jobs and stimulate economic growth. Investing in energy efficiency measures in our homes, buildings, and transportation systems can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. Simple upgrades such as better insulation, energy-efficient windows, and electric vehicles can make a substantial difference. Simple changes like using energy-efficient appliances and reducing our reliance on cars can make a difference. Opting for public transportation, biking or walking not only reduces emissions but also promotes a healthier lifestyle. Protecting and restoring forests is crucial for mitigating climate change. Forests play a vital role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystem by providing habitat for wildlife and regulating the water cycle. Trees act as natural carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. They help in reducing the overall concentration of greenhouse gases, making our planet cooler and more livable. Supporting reforestation efforts and promoting sustainable forest management practices are essential. By doing so, we ensure that forests continue to thrive and provide their invaluable benefits for generations to come. Together, we can turn the tide and create a healthier planet. Section 8. A future we can choose. Embracing hope and action. The challenges posed by climate change are significant, but they are not insurmountable. We are witnessing the effects of our actions on the planet, from melting glaciers to flooded streets and polluted air. These images serve as a stark reminder of the urgency of the situation. By embracing hope, taking action, and working together, we can create a more sustainable and resilient future for all. Community efforts like tree planting, cleanup events, and the installation of renewable energy sources are just a few examples of how collective action can make a difference. Each individual has a role to play. Simple actions, such as recycling and using reusable bags, contribute to a larger movement towards sustainability. By making conscious choices in our daily lives, like opting for walking or biking instead of driving, and using reusable water bottles, we reduce our carbon footprint and promote a healthier environment. Supporting policies that address climate change is crucial. Advocacy and political engagement can lead to significant changes in how we manage our resources and protect our planet. And advocating for a healthier planet, whether through activism or volunteer work, amplifies our collective voice and drives momentum for change. We can make a difference. Every effort, no matter how small, contributes to a larger impact. Community gardens and cleanup initiatives are powerful examples of local action with global significance. The future is not predetermined. It is shaped by the choices we make today. Just as a sunrise heralds a new day, our actions can herald a new era of environmental stewardship. It is a tapestry woven by our collective actions. Each thread represents a decision, an effort, a commitment to a better world. Let us choose to weave a future where humanity and nature thrive in harmony for generations to come. Together we can create a legacy of hope, action, and sustainability.
The United States is a land of diverse landscapes and climates. From the sun-kissed beaches of California to the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies, America's beauty is undeniable. But this vast and varied terrain also makes it a prime target for extreme weather events. Hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards, droughts, and wildfires. America seems to experience it all, and with a frequency that often makes headlines around the world. Join me as we embark on a journey through America's turbulent skies and volatile landscapes, to understand the forces that shape our weather and how we can better prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. To comprehend America's extreme weather, we must first appreciate the vastness and diversity of its geography. Stretching over 3,000 miles from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean, the U.S. encompasses a remarkable range of climates. The warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico fuels powerful hurricanes that batter the southeastern coast. Meanwhile, the cold air masses descending from the Arctic plunge southward, colliding with warmer air and creating blizzards that paralyze the Midwest and Northeast. The towering Rocky Mountains act as a barrier, forcing air upwards, causing it to cool and condense, leading to heavy snowfall in the west and creating a rain shadow effect that leaves the eastern plains relatively dry. Understanding these underlying geographical and climatic factors is essential to grasp why certain regions are more susceptible to specific types of extreme weather. America's history is punctuated by a series of devastating extreme weather events that serve as stark reminders of nature's untamed power. Tornadoes, those violent, rotating columns of air, are synonymous with the American Midwest, particularly the region known as Tornado Alley. The western states are increasingly plagued by wildfires, fueled by prolonged droughts and tinder-dry vegetation. These events, etched in the annals of America's history, are not mere anomalies, but rather stark illustrations of the nation's vulnerability to extreme weather. Examining these historical patterns and their increasing frequency provides valuable insight into understanding the potential risks and preparing for the future. The ramifications of America's extreme weather extend far beyond the immediate impact of the event itself. Hurricanes and floods displace millions, destroy homes and businesses, and cripple transportation systems. The agricultural industry faces severe losses from droughts, floods, and extreme temperatures, impacting food supply and prices. Roads, bridges, power grids, and communication networks are vulnerable to damage, leading to widespread disruptions and hindering emergency response efforts. Lives lost, homes destroyed, and the psychological impact of experiencing such traumatic events leave lasting scars on individuals and communities. Investing in early warning systems, strengthening infrastructure, and promoting sustainable land management practices are crucial steps to lessen the impact of these extreme weather events. North America, the landmass upon which the United States sits, is a continent of dramatic contrasts, a vast canvas upon which nature paints with an array of extremes. The Rocky Mountains, stretching over 3,000 miles from Canada to Mexico, stand as a formidable barrier, a continental divide that cleaves the nation in two, both geographically and meteorologically. To the west, a world of Pacific moisture collides with these towering peaks, creating a realm of lush forests and temperate rainforests. But to the east, a different story unfolds. Here, the land stretches out in a vast expanse of plains, a sea of grasslands and prairies that roll eastward towards the Mississippi River. This clash of titans, this meeting of extremes, is what fuels the engine of America's wild weather, giving birth to the tornadoes, blizzards, and thunderstorms that define the heartland's meteorological character. Imagine the atmosphere above North America as a vast, three-dimensional highway, with air masses from different corners of the globe constantly on the move. Warm, moist air flows northward from the Gulf of Mexico, while cold, dry air sweeps southward from the Arctic. When these contrasting air masses collide, they engage in a delicate and often violent dance, a meteorological tango that gives rise to the dramatic weather patterns we see across the United States. Cold fronts, like invisible walls of dense, chilly air, bulldoze their way southward, forcing the warmer, lighter air ahead of them to rise rapidly. This rapid ascent of warm, moist air leads to condensation, cloud formation, and often the development of thunderstorms. While the clash of continental air masses dominates the weather of the central and eastern United States, the southeastern coast faces a different kind of threat: the fury of tropical cyclones. These storms, known as hurricanes in the Atlantic and eastern Pacific, are fueled by the heat energy released when water vapor condenses. The warm, moist air over tropical oceans rises like smoke from a chimney, creating an area of low pressure below. This low pressure draws in more air, which in turn heats up and rises, perpetuating the cycle. Hurricanes are nature's heat engines, drawing energy from the warm ocean and converting it into powerful winds, torrential rainfall, and storm surges that can inundate coastal areas. The southeastern United States, with its long coastline and proximity to warm Atlantic waters, is particularly vulnerable to these powerful storms. High above the Earth's surface, in the upper reaches of the troposphere, powerful rivers of wind known as jet streams snake their way around the globe. These fast-flowing air currents, driven by temperature differences between the equator and the poles, play a crucial role in steering weather systems and influencing temperature patterns across the planet. The polar jet stream, the most influential jet stream for North American weather, typically flows in a wavy pattern from west to east across the continent. These waves, known as Rossby waves, can dip southward, bringing frigid Arctic air with them, or bulge northward, allowing warm air to surge farther north. Climate change is also believed to be influencing the behavior of the jet stream, causing it to become more erratic and contributing to more extreme weather events. Mountain ranges, those majestic giants that rise from the Earth's crust, are not merely passive observers in the drama of weather. As air masses encounter a mountain range, they are forced to rise, a process known as orographic lifting. The Rocky Mountains in particular play a pivotal role in shaping weather patterns across North America. As moist air masses from the Pacific Ocean flow eastward, they encounter the Rockies and are forced to rise. By the time the air descends on the eastern side of the Rockies, it has lost much of its moisture, creating a rain shadow effect that contributes to the arid conditions of the Great Plains. The year was 1900. The place, Galveston, Texas. A bustling port city on the Gulf Coast, Galveston stood oblivious to the meteorological monster brewing in the Atlantic. On September 8th, the storm, still unnamed in an era before modern hurricane tracking, slammed into Galveston with terrifying force. The Great Galveston Hurricane, as it came to be known, remains the deadliest natural disaster in U.S. history, claiming an estimated 6,000 to 8,000 lives. Decades later, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina etched its own name into the annals of American meteorological history. Katrina's arrival on August 29, 2005, brought with it not only a storm surge of unprecedented proportions, but also a cascade of failures. Failures of infrastructure, of communication, and of disaster preparedness. Katrina served as a stark reminder of the destructive power of hurricanes and the importance of robust infrastructure and effective disaster response systems. While hurricanes unleash their fury along coastlines, tornadoes, those violently rotating columns of air, carve a path of destruction across the American heartland. Tornado Alley, a region stretching from Texas to South Dakota, is particularly prone to these meteorological marvels, thanks to its unique geographical and atmospheric conditions. On March 18, 1925, one of the deadliest tornado outbreaks in U.S. history ripped through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. The Tri-State Tornado, as it became known, carved a path of destruction over 200 miles long, killing an estimated 695 people. More recently, in May 2011, the city of Joplin, Missouri, found itself in the crosshairs of another monstrous tornado. The sheer power of these tornadoes underscores the importance of early warning systems, storm shelters, and disaster preparedness education. While the South and Midwest brace for hurricanes and tornadoes, the Northeast and Great Plains face a different kind of meteorological menace: the paralyzing grip of winter storms. Blizzards, those howling combinations of snow, wind, and frigid temperatures, can bring life to a standstill, burying cities and towns under a blanket of white. In March 1888, the Great Blizzard of 1888 roared up the East Coast, dumping record amounts of snow from Washington, D.C. to Maine. New York City was particularly hard hit, with snowdrifts reaching 50 feet high in some areas. The storm crippled transportation, downed telegraph lines, and brought the city to its knees. Over a century later, in January 1996, another blizzard, dubbed the Blizzard of '96, paralyzed much of the eastern United States. This storm, which dumped up to 3 feet of snow in some areas, caused widespread power outages, closed schools and businesses, and brought transportation to a grinding halt. Blizzards, with their combination of heavy snow, high winds, and bitter cold, pose a significant threat to human life and infrastructure. Power outages, transportation disruptions, and the risk of hypothermia and frostbite are just some of the hazards associated with these winter storms. Preparing for blizzards means stocking up on essential supplies, having a plan for staying warm, and heeding the advice of local officials. While some regions battle floods and blizzards, others wither under the relentless grip of drought. Drought, a prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall, can have devastating impacts on agriculture, water resources, and ecosystems. The 1930s Dust Bowl, one of the most severe droughts in U.S. history, transformed the once fertile Great Plains into a dust-choked wasteland. A combination of factors, including prolonged drought, unsustainable farming practices, and strong winds, led to massive dust storms that darkened the skies from Texas to New York City. The Dust Bowl displaced millions of people, forced farmers off their land, and left an indelible mark on the American psyche. It serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of human activity and the environment, and the importance of sustainable land management practices. More recently, California has been grappling with a series of severe droughts, with the drought of 2012 to 2016 being one of the most intense in the state's recorded history. These droughts have strained water resources, fueled wildfires, and had significant economic impacts on agriculture and other industries. Wildfires, those raging infernos that consume millions of acres of forest and grassland each year, are a natural part of many ecosystems. However, climate change, drought, and human activity are increasing the frequency, intensity, and destructiveness of these fires. In 1988, a massive wildfire swept through Yellowstone National Park, burning nearly 800,000 acres. The Yellowstone fire, sparked by a combination of lightning strikes and human carelessness, raged for months, forever altering the landscape of this iconic national treasure. More recently, California has been ravaged by a series of devastating wildfires, fueled by a combination of drought, high temperatures, and an abundance of dry vegetation. The Camp Fire in 2018, the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in California history, tore through the town of Paradise, killing 85 people and destroying nearly 19,000 structures. Wildfires pose a significant threat to human life, property, and ecosystems. The smoke and ash from these fires can travel hundreds of miles, impacting air quality and human health. Understanding the factors that contribute to wildfire risk, practicing fire safety, and creating defensible spaces around homes are crucial steps in mitigating the devastating impacts of these blazes. These historical events, these snapshots of meteorological mayhem, are more than just cautionary tales. They are stark reminders of the power of nature, of the forces that shape our world and test our resilience. By studying these past events, by analyzing the patterns and understanding the underlying causes, we can gain valuable insights into the risks we face and the steps we can take to mitigate those risks. The frequency and intensity of extreme weather events are increasing globally, and the United States, with its diverse geography and location in a meteorologically active region, is particularly vulnerable. As climate change continues to warm the planet, we can expect to see more extreme heat waves, more intense hurricanes, more prolonged droughts, and more devastating wildfires. Understanding the science behind these events, investing in research and technology, and implementing sound policies to address climate change are essential steps in mitigating the risks and building a more resilient future. But it's not just up to scientists and policymakers. Each of us has a role to play. By staying informed, preparing for potential hazards, and making sustainable choices in our daily lives, we can all contribute to a safer and more resilient future. The history of America's wild weather is a story still being written, and it's up to us to shape the next chapter. To grasp America's wild weather, we must journey beyond swirling hurricanes and towering tornadoes and delve into the intricate science behind these phenomena. The Earth's atmosphere, a dynamic envelope of gases, sustains life and dictates weather patterns. Powered by the sun's energy, it drives atmospheric circulation. Temperature differences create air mass movement, leading to high and low pressure systems. These systems shape America's extreme weather. Climate change, driven by human activities, is altering our atmosphere. Fossil fuels, deforestation, and pollution release greenhouse gases. These gases trap heat, raising Earth's temperature. This warming affects global weather patterns. More moisture leads to intense rainfall and flooding. Warmer oceans fuel stronger hurricanes. Climate change alters the jet stream, causing persistent weather patterns. Understanding climate change is crucial for future predictions. We must mitigate further warming and adapt to changes. Hurricanes are heat engines, drawing energy from warm, moist air over the ocean. This air rises, cools, and condenses into clouds, releasing heat. Favorable conditions like low wind shear and tropical waves intensify the storm. The eye wall has the most intense winds and rainfall. As it nears land, it causes storm surges and catastrophic damage. Tornadoes, those violently rotating columns of air that descend from thunderstorms, are among the most destructive weather phenomena on Earth. While their formation is complex and not fully understood, scientists have identified key ingredients that contribute to their development, particularly in regions like Tornado Alley in the central United States. The first ingredient is a source of warm, moist air, typically flowing northward from the Gulf of Mexico. This warm, humid air collides with cooler, drier air from the west or northwest, creating an unstable atmosphere where warm air rises rapidly, forming thunderstorms. The second ingredient is wind shear, which is the change in wind speed and direction with height. Wind shear creates horizontal rotation within the thunderstorm, like a rolling pin. As the rising warm air within the thunderstorm interacts with this horizontal rotation, it can tilt the rotation from horizontal to vertical, forming a rotating updraft called a mesocyclone. If conditions are just right, a tornado can form within this rotating updraft. The exact mechanisms that trigger tornado formation are still being studied, but it is thought that downdrafts within the thunderstorm, along with changes in temperature and pressure, play a role in concentrating the rotation and extending it downward to the ground. While some regions battle floods and blizzards, others wither under the relentless grip of drought, a prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall that can have devastating impacts on agriculture, water resources, and ecosystems. Drought is a natural part of Earth's climate system, but climate change is exacerbating drought conditions in many parts of the world, including the western United States. As temperatures rise due to climate change, the atmosphere can hold more moisture, leading to increased evaporation from soils and plants. This can dry out landscapes more quickly, making droughts more likely to develop and persist. Changes in precipitation patterns, such as shifts in the timing and intensity of rainfall, can also contribute to drought conditions. Drought sets the stage for wildfires by creating an abundance of dry vegetation that can easily ignite. Wildfires, while a natural part of many ecosystems, are becoming more frequent, intense, and destructive due to climate change, drought, and human activities such as deforestation and land use changes. The combination of drought and wildfires creates a vicious cycle. Wildfires clear vegetation, leaving soils more vulnerable to erosion and reducing their ability to absorb water. This can further exacerbate drought conditions and increase the risk of future wildfires. Breaking this cycle requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both climate change and forest management practices. Predicting extreme weather events is a complex and challenging task, requiring sophisticated computer models, vast amounts of data, and a deep understanding of atmospheric processes. Meteorologists use a variety of tools and techniques to monitor weather conditions, track storms, and issue forecasts. But the chaotic nature of the atmosphere means that predicting the exact timing, location, and intensity of extreme events is inherently difficult. Weather balloons, launched twice a day from locations around the world, provide valuable data on temperature, humidity, wind speed, and direction at various altitudes. Satellites orbiting the Earth provide a constant stream of images and data, allowing meteorologists to track storms, monitor weather patterns, and assess atmospheric conditions. Doppler radar, which emits pulses of microwave radiation to detect precipitation and measure wind speed, is essential for tracking thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hurricanes. Sophisticated computer models, running on powerful supercomputers, use mathematical equations to simulate atmospheric processes and generate weather forecasts. Despite these advances in technology and modeling, predicting extreme weather events remains an inexact science. The chaotic nature of the atmosphere means that small changes in initial conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes, making long-range forecasting particularly challenging. However, by improving our understanding of atmospheric processes, investing in research and technology, and enhancing communication and preparedness efforts, we can continue to improve our ability to anticipate, mitigate, and respond to the challenges of America's wild weather. The breathtaking beauty of a swirling hurricane viewed from space, the raw power of a tornado tearing through the plains, the serene stillness of a snow-covered landscape. These images of nature's extremes capture our imagination. But behind the awe-inspiring spectacle lies a sobering reality: the profound and often devastating impacts of extreme weather on human lives. The true cost of these events runs far deeper, leaving an indelible mark on the social fabric of communities. From the flooded homes and shattered businesses in the wake of a hurricane to the scorched earth and displaced families left by wildfires. Vulnerable communities, often those already facing economic hardship or social marginalization, bear a disproportionate burden. Low-income neighborhoods may lack the resources to prepare for or recover from extreme events. Elderly populations may face greater health risks during heat waves or power outages. And communities of color often face systemic inequities that amplify their vulnerability to climate impacts. Understanding the social and economic consequences of extreme weather is not merely an academic exercise, it is a call to action. It compels us to invest in mitigation and adaptation strategies to strengthen our infrastructure, to build more resilient communities, and to address the underlying social inequities that exacerbate vulnerability. The price of inaction is far greater than the cost of preparedness. Along America's vast coastlines, where the land meets the sea, communities face a unique and growing threat from extreme weather events. Hurricanes, those swirling behemoths born over warm ocean waters, pose the most visible and destructive risk. As climate change warms the oceans and raises sea levels, hurricanes are becoming more intense, bringing with them higher storm surges, heavier rainfall, and more destructive winds. The images of Hurricane Katrina's devastation in New Orleans in 2005 serve as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of coastal communities. The storm surge, a wall of water pushed ashore by the hurricane's winds, overwhelmed levees, inundated neighborhoods, and left much of the city underwater. Thousands of homes and businesses were destroyed, and over 1 million people were displaced. But hurricanes are not the only threat. Sea level rise, driven by melting glaciers and the expansion of seawater as it warms, is slowly but steadily encroaching on coastal communities. This gradual inundation is already causing more frequent and severe coastal flooding, even during high tides or minor storms. Erosion is eating away at beaches, threatening homes and infrastructure. Adapting to these challenges requires a multifaceted approach. Strengthening coastal defenses such as levees, seawalls, and natural barriers like dunes and wetlands can help protect communities from storm surge and erosion. Elevating homes and infrastructure can reduce flood risk. And land use planning that discourages development in vulnerable areas can help limit future losses. Across America's heartland, vast fields of corn, soybeans, and wheat stretch to the horizon. Farmers face growing challenges from unpredictable and extreme weather. Agriculture is intricately linked to weather patterns. Temperature, rainfall, and sunlight dictate planting seasons and crop yields. Climate change is disrupting these patterns. Shifts in temperature and precipitation alter growing seasons. Extreme events can decimate crops and cause billions in losses. Droughts can parch fields and decimate yields. Flooding can inundate fields and delay planting seasons. Heat waves stress plants, reducing yields. Adapting requires innovation and resilience. Farmers adopt drought-tolerant crops and water conservation measures. Insurance and government assistance provide a safety net. Addressing climate change is essential for a stable agricultural system. Beyond the immediate devastation and human toll, extreme weather events can have cascading impacts on infrastructure, disrupting transportation, communication, energy production, and other essential services. These disruptions ripple through the economy, causing widespread economic losses and threatening national security. Roads, bridges, airports, and railways, the arteries of commerce and human mobility, are particularly vulnerable to the impacts of extreme weather. Hurricanes and floods can inundate roads, wash out bridges and cripple transportation networks, isolating communities and delaying emergency response efforts. Heat waves can cause roads to buckle and railways to warp, and winter storms can bury roads and railways under feet of snow, bringing transportation to a standstill. Power grids, essential for modern life, are also vulnerable. Hurricanes and tornadoes can topple power lines, leaving millions without electricity for days or even weeks. Heat waves can overload power grids, leading to blackouts, and winter storms can cause power outages due to downed power lines or frozen equipment. These disruptions to infrastructure can have significant economic impacts. Businesses may be forced to close due to damage, power outages, or transportation disruptions. Supply chains can be disrupted, leading to shortages and price increases. Tourism can be impacted as destinations become inaccessible or undesirable. Investing in resilient infrastructure, such as flood-resistant roads and bridges, buried power lines, and distributed energy systems, is crucial to mitigating these risks and ensuring a more resilient economy. While the economic and infrastructural impacts of extreme weather are staggering, the human cost of these events is immeasurable. Lives lost, homes destroyed, communities displaced, livelihoods disrupted. These are the human faces of climate change, the stories that often get lost in the statistics and the headlines. The trauma of experiencing an extreme weather event can have long-lasting psychological impacts. Post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, and survivor's guilt are common among those who have lived through hurricanes, tornadoes, wildfires, or other disasters. The loss of loved ones, homes, and communities can leave invisible scars that take years to heal. Beyond the immediate impacts, extreme weather events can exacerbate existing social inequalities. Low-income communities, often located in more vulnerable areas, may lack the resources to prepare for or recover from disasters. Elderly populations may face greater health risks during heat waves or power outages, and communities of color often face systemic barriers to accessing resources and support. Addressing the human cost of extreme weather requires more than just rebuilding homes and infrastructure. It requires investing in mental health services, providing access to affordable housing, strengthening social safety nets, and addressing the root causes of vulnerability and inequality. It requires recognizing that climate change is not just an environmental issue, it is a social justice issue. It is about protecting the most vulnerable among us and building a more equitable and resilient future for all. As we've journeyed across America's vast landscapes, from the hurricane-battered coasts to the tornado-prone plains, one theme emerges: a nation facing increasing weather extremes. Climate change is a present reality, pushing our planet into uncharted territory. Historical events like the Great Galveston Hurricane and recent California wildfires remind us of nature's power. The economic toll is immense, but the human cost is greater. Lives lost, homes destroyed, communities shattered. Yet there is hope. We have the knowledge, tools, and technology to act. The time for action is now. This is a call to protect our planet and future generations. Adapting to a warmer world requires a fundamental shift in our thinking and actions. Climate change touches every aspect of our lives, from food to homes, infrastructure to economy. We must invest in resilient infrastructure and strengthen coastal defenses. Transforming our energy system and embracing sustainable agriculture is crucial. Empowering communities and fostering innovation will build resilience. The challenge of climate change knows no borders. The emissions released in one part of the world contribute to a warming planet that affects us all. The impacts of extreme weather are felt globally, from the devastating floods in Pakistan to the prolonged droughts in East Africa. Addressing this global crisis requires a global response, one that transcends national boundaries and unites us in a common purpose. International agreements, such as the Paris Climate Agreement, provide a framework for global cooperation on climate action. These agreements commit nations to reducing greenhouse gas emissions, investing in adaptation measures, and supporting developing countries in their efforts to address climate change. But beyond government action, Individual citizens, businesses, and organizations all have a role to play. We can reduce our own carbon footprints by using energy more efficiently, choosing sustainable transportation options, and adopting eco-friendly practices in our homes and workplaces. We can support businesses that are committed to sustainability and advocate for policies that promote climate action. The future of our planet and the well-being of generations to come depend on the choices we make today. Let us rise to the challenge, united in our determination to create a more sustainable, just, and resilient future for all. For in the face of adversity, humanity has always found a way forward. And in the face of this unprecedented challenge, we must summon that same spirit of innovation, resilience, and collective action to shape a better tomorrow.